offers the required 6-hour training for 16-year-old GDL candidates. We offer 7-day-a-week instruction, road test service, and in-office knowledge testing and vision checks. Call to schedule at 973-209-1555. Let's get you on the road to freedom.
Tired of tired floors? At Washington Floors, we're a family-owned business in Washington, New Jersey. From cozy carpets to stunning hardwoods, we've got your floor covered, literally. Fully insured, fully trusted. Call Washington Floors today at 908-989-0111. Again, that's 908-989-0111.
Iron Peak Sports and Events offers 4 indoor hard courts, batting cages, a massive turf dome, rock climbing walls, and an arcade. Birthdays, corporate events, special events, and team building. We also offer adult leagues, youth clinics, lessons, and tournaments. At Iron Peak, there's something for everyone. Located at 137 Mountain View Road in Hillsborough, New Jersey. To book or for more information, please contact us at 908-758-2739 or visit ironpeakse.com.
You'll find the real deal on Volkswagen at Open Road Volkswagen of Bridgewater. We're fully stocked with the latest VW vehicles, including the 2025 Volkswagen Taos, just $299 a month. You'll find the real deal at Open Road Volkswagen of Bridgewater.
Hey parents, Anchor Golf and Recreation is now registering full and half-day golf camps. Anchor Golf Day Camps are designed to teach children fundamentals of golf. To register your child for golf camp, go online and click the registration tab at anchorgolfcenter.com. Anchor now has 4 dedicated outdoor lighted pickleball courts. Call to reserve your court today. Check out Anchor's 18-hole miniature golf course with new features. It's fun for the whole family. Anchor Golf and Recreation offers so much more. Call or see us at anchorgolfcenter.com.
Athletic Fields of America, a Tenkata company based in Morris Plains, New Jersey, is dedicated to enhancing the athletic experience for students, faculty, and visitors by transforming sports facilities into premier venues for competitive and recreational activities. We've installed over 1,000 fields, and we continue to focus on innovation and excellence. We partner with our clients to revitalize their existing athletic fields and create new ones from the ground up through meticulous planning, state-of-the-art materials, and expert craftsmanship. Whether it's a professional stadium or a community field, we are building healthier, more beautiful communities and delivering surfaces that perform, last, and support vibrant, active lives. Learn how we can take your sports facility to the next level by visiting afoa.us.
Hi, I'm Barry Farber, and I'm so excited to bring you the new special edition hardcover copy of The Adventures of Little Billy in Search of the Magic Tree. Scan the code below and learn more about that adventure.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We worked with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
For years, it had been the same routine, working all night. Ah, those beautiful faces. I wanted more. For me, for them, for our futures. There was this day that something changed. A simple moment of dress-up. It opened my eyes.
Take charge of your future and go big at CCM.
Oh.
David Hashagen here from Big State Sports. You're watching free coverage of the best high school athletes across the Garden State.
This is George Muha, and you're watching Big State Sports.
George J. Keller and Sons want your house to be the kind of home for all to see. Best roofing, windows, siding too. Great solar and gutters, we're here for you. Our seasoned pros are unsurpassed, so give a call, we'll take your task. Transform your home, that's what we do. So give a call, we're here for you. For roofing, siding, windows, and solar, we do it all for you. George J. Keller and Sons. Your family-owned operation since 1980. Call for your free estimate.
Go ahead, take a deep breath. Oh, nice, huh? That's some clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature.
That is good. Who installed the system?
ICS. They're the leaders in HVAC. They make the ductwork at their own factory, so we even save some money.
That's impressive. You recommend them?
It's ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Hey, Lorraine, go get a big plastic bag. Take some air home with you.
This is Christian Copeland, broadcaster for Big State Sports, and you're watching high school football right here on YouTube.
KJM Financial, helping families navigate the college application and financial aid process since 1988. Visit njcollegeguy.com to schedule your free consultation today. This is Zach Smolin with Big State Sports. We know fundraising can be tough for booster clubs and coaches. That's why we're excited about Leading Edge. They've helped programs raise tens of thousands of dollars in just a 1-hour fundraising drive. Scan this QR code or visit leadingedgefundraising.com and let them know that Big State Sports sent you. NIL deals mean opportunity, but also risk. Don't face it alone. Lyons & Associates reviews, negotiates, and protects your contracts so you could focus on winning on and off the field.
Mandelbaum Barrett PC Attorneys at Law provide you with a 360-degree approach for your personal and business legal needs, built on relationships, support, and innovation. You can rely on Mandelbaum Barrett. Visit us at mblawfirm.com.
Hi, my name is Andrew Shaka. I'm one of the owners here at New Jersey Siding and Windows. We are a family-owned residential remodel-owned firm. Everything we offer here is quality and comes with great warranties. If it's a residential home, there's no home too big for us to work on.
Here at Open Road Cadillac, everybody gets treated just like family. We always make sure we find the right car for you.
The 2025 Cadillac Lyriq, now for the limited time price of only $529 a month. Open Road Cadillac of Morristown in Florham Park, New Jersey.
Here at Open Road Mazda of Morristown, we strive to provide a stress-free, knowledgeable, positive buying experience. No matter your budget, we'll find the right car for you.
Drive home the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for just $229 a month.
Check us out for yourself.
Provide your team or athlete with quality trophies, medals, plaques, and awards with Performance Trophy and Medals of Randolph. Call us today at 973-989-8775.
Pick Your Cards is located on Route 46 in Ledgewood. Our huge inventory can be shopped online at pickyourcards.com, where you can use the code Big State Sports for an extra discount.
Struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared? Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best when it matters the most with Top Mental Game. Your talent sets the floor. Your mindset sets the ceiling. When the moment comes, will you be ready?
This holiday, Verizon's got the craziest deal ever with iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch. All on them. But no getting it if you're naughty. You just ate. Don't worry, we know what list you're on. I'm always watching. Always watching. Not always. Boundaries.
Get the powerful new iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch all for $0. No trade-in needed on any plan.
This is Zach Smolin, play-by-play commentator, and you're staying frosty for free right here on Big State Sports.
Don't wait. Your dream ride is waiting at Garden State Harley-Davidson. From Harley legends to rugged CF Moto off-road beasts, the season's best selections here now. Route 10, East Morris Plains.
Sussex Driving School, located in Newton, New Jersey, offers the required 6-hour training for 16-year-old GDL candidates. We offer 7-day-a-week instruction, road test service, and in-office knowledge testing and vision checks. Call to schedule at 973-209-1555. Let's get you on the road to freedom.
Tired of tired floors? At Washington Floors, we're a family-owned business in Washington, New Jersey. From cozy carpets to stunning hardwoods, we've got your floor covered. Literally. Fully insured, fully trusted. Call Washington Floors today at 908-989-0111. Again, that's 908-989-0111.
Iron Peak Sports and Events offers 4 indoor hard courts, batting cages, a massive turf dome, rock climbing walls, and an arcade. Birthdays, corporate events, special events, and team building. We also offer adult leagues, youth clinics, lessons, and tournaments. At Iron Peak, there's something for everyone. Located at 137 Mountain View Road in Hillsborough, New Jersey. To book or for more information, please contact us at 908-758-2739 or visit ironpeakse.com.
You'll find the real deal on Volkswagen at Open Road Volkswagen of Bridgewater. We're fully stocked with the latest VW vehicles, including the 2025 Volkswagen Taos, just $299 a month. You'll find the real deal at Open Road Volkswagen of Bridgewater.
Hey parents, Anchor Golf and Recreation is now registering full and half-day golf camps. Anchor Golf Day Camps are designed to teach children fundamentals of golf. To register your child for golf camp, go online and click the registration tab at anchorgolfcenter.com. Anchor now has 4 dedicated outdoor lighted pickleball courts. Call to reserve your court today. Check out Anchor's 18-hole miniature golf course with new features. It's fun for the whole family. Anchor Golf and Recreation offers so much more. Call or see us at anchorgolfcenter.com.
Athletic Fields of America, a Tenkata company based in Morris Plains, New Jersey, is dedicated to enhancing the athletic experience for students, faculty, and visitors by transforming sports facilities into premier venues for competitive and recreational activities. We've installed over 1,000 fields, and we continue to focus on innovation and excellence. We partner with our clients to revitalize their existing athletic fields and create new ones from the ground up through meticulous planning, state-of-the-art materials, and expert craftsmanship. Whether it's a professional stadium or a community field, we are building healthier, more beautiful communities and delivering surfaces that perform, last, and support vibrant, active lives. Learn how we can take your sports facility to the next level by visiting afoa.us.
Third down to give. Montella cuts back up the middle, and he's over 1,000 yards, and he's off to the races.
Up in the air, blocked down!
Dumping in, wide open net. Too easy right there.
Molly Chapman, she'll take off from the wing. That one's good.
Webb trying to get the pin.
Here we go.
And it got it! That would win it for Warren Hill.
Great senior night ceremony here at Lenby Valley High School.
A 63 save performance by Casey Connor, the Crimson.
And he break his record. Penty Edwards wins it.
First game of your conference schedule.
So good, and we're all so pumped and just happy to look.
Lineups ahead tonight on more Sussex Sports.
And welcome everybody. We are live from Maloney Stadium on the campus of Phillipsburg Middle School, Phillipsburg, Warren County, New Jersey, as Big State Sports presents the North 2 Group 4 sectional final. Tonight, it's the number 3 seed Montgomery Cougars up against the number 1 seeded Phillipsburg Stateliners. And welcome into the Iron Peak broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Joel Kanya. Nice having you aboard right here on the Big State Sports Network. And boy, what a show they put on here at Phillipsburg High School. And of course, you got the Easton Bridge just to our right. It's Bellis Field at Maloney Stadium here. So much tradition walking in here, kind of gives you chills. And really one of the best programs, if not the best football program in the entire state of New Jersey here at Phillipsburg. Montgomery coming in. What a run. And we have a lot to talk about. They're coming in, their first ever sectional final. It's a beautiful night. It's a little chilly. It's 48 degrees. That's being brought to you by ICS, keeping you cool when it's hot and warm when it's cold. Go to ICSHVAC.com for all of your comfort needs. And welcome to ring season, everybody. Powered by Athletic Fields of America. Championships are just that much more special when they are won on an Athletic Field of America playing service. And like we said, we're in the Iron Peak broadcast booth. Iron Peak Sports and Events offers 4 indoor hard courts, batting cages, a massive turf dome, rock climbing walls, and an arcade. There's something for everyone. Elevate your game at Iron Peak Sports and Events, located in Somerset County, Hillsborough, New Jersey. Talk about Somerset County. Montgomery coming from Somerset County. We looked across the way there, and the fans, they traveled pretty well here, coming to Maloney Stadium at Phillipsburg, New Jersey. And a great atmosphere here. We're looking forward to this matchup. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. How about Five Guys, today's featured sponsor of the game. Five Guys with locations all over New Jersey. Order a delicious burger and fresh cut fries. While you're watching the game, they only use fresh ground beef. The fries are fresh cut, boardwalk style, and they don't have any freezers in any of their locations. So don't forget, of course, you got those great milkshakes with the multiple mix-ins. Five Guys. Also brought to you in part by GroupSpot. If you're tired of juggling emails, texts, and a dozen apps to keep your group organized, meet GroupSpot. It's a great app, guys. The private all-in-one hub built for teams, clubs, families, and a lot more. Control notifications, manage RSVPs, run subgroups without social media noise. Start your group today at groupspot.app. Also brought to you by Top Mental Game. Struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared and tight? Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best when it matters the most with Top Mental Game. Get that same personalized tools that professional athletes use to play with confidence, increase resilience, and build a champion's mindset. Visit topmentalgame.com to schedule your free consultation. Also, Lions and Associates. NIL deals mean opportunity, but also risk. Don't face it alone. Lions and Associates reviews, negotiates, and protects your contracts so you can focus on winning on and off the field. And finally, brought to you by Zolnir Rings. When your season ends in victory, make it last forever with Zolnir Championship Rings, based right here in New Jersey. We're the #1 choice for high school championship rings in the Garden State. Memorialize ring season with a Zolnir Championship ring crafted to celebrate champions. All right, we're getting set. It's the number 3 seed in Montgomery Cougars up against the number 1 seed Phillipsburg Stateliners. Let's talk about Montgomery right off the bat. They come in 8-3. This team last year was 0-9. And do we say it? Possibly, yes, a Cinderella team going from 1-9 to the sectional final, their first ever sectional final. They're led by Sean Carty in his first year. What a great story. I'm going to bring in my partner for tonight's game. Once again, the Memphis Showboats assistant wide receiver and tight end coach, TJ Verneri. And what a story for this Montgomery team, TJ. I mean, they're 8-3, their first ever sectional. And Sean Carty, they call him the first family of coaching in Somerset County. His brothers are coaching in Hillsborough. His dad coached at Somerville. A lot of history there.
Yeah, no question. And obviously super excited to be here tonight with you, Joel. And doing prep for this game was so exciting. It made me go back and realize I've recruited at both of these schools before. You go way back into my history 6 years ago when I was the wide receivers coach at Lycoming College. I recruited Montgomery and I recruited Phillipsburg, so I have a lot of familiarity with these programs and how they kind of operate. Obviously, there's been a lot of quality players that have passed through since that point in time. But talking to Sean Carty before the game, the excitement that he had for his program and how things have kind of really turned around, like you said, I think it's been really invigorating for them. And something also that was really special was I got to see one of my former coaches tonight, and Chris Sima, a former Oregon Duck alum, played in the 2009 Rose Bowl.
Long snapper, right?
Long snapper, yeah. And everyone always wanted to gravitate to Coach Sima. He brought great things to the table. And that experience playing at the Division I level, and again, I could say that myself, is an incredible, unique experience. And I think that every player going up into any rank, that's something that's super valuable. So shout out to Coach Sima. It was a great conversation with him, as well as Sean Carty. I'm really excited to see Montgomery go to work tonight.
Sean Carty, the head coach in his first year, was offensive coordinator for the last 7 years at Montgomery. Just an unbelievable story. The last time they won a playoff game was way back in 2007, before this year. That's incredible.
Yeah.
You don't see that.
Yeah, and Coach Carty, Sean Carty, is a really good offensive coordinator. I was really impressed when I went back and I rolled the tape and went through some of these things. They're going to bring a lot of tempo tonight. We're going to see a lot of 11 personnel formations. Again, that's 1 running back, 1 tight end, 3 receivers. And we're going to see them, again, with some good run looks. We're going to see them scramble with the quarterback, a lot of different things. So I'm really excited to see Sean Carty get to work tonight and call this offense.
Led by senior Jack Christensen, who's thrown for over 1,600 yards, 15 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. His favorite target, by far, is senior Trey McFadden, who's all over the field. 59 catches coming into tonight's game, over 760 yards, 10 receiving touchdowns for McFadden. He's quite an athlete for them.
Yeah, no question. Trey McFadden stood out on the tape. Another wideout that stood out to me, Joel, was Obinna Abuba. He's a really tall red zone target for Montgomery. I think we're going to see a lot of him tonight. I think we're going to see a lot of Xavier Harrigan on the perimeter, catching some bubble screens, doing some stuff like that. So I think there's a lot to bring that Montgomery brings to the table from the perimeter perspective, and I think that's going to be an emphasis for them tonight in this ball game.
That's them coming out onto the field in their white, green, and gold. The Montgomery Cougars, they defeated Westfield in the first round, and last week they defeated the number 2 seed Woodbridge team 20-15, a team they lost to earlier in the season. So they came back, defeated Woodbridge last night. It's just part of this Cinderella team.
And it's perfect timing that you say that, Joel, is Montgomery played Woodbridge at the exact right time, because that offense is very similar to what we're going to see Phillipsburg operate this evening. So that's going to be critical. You can carry over a lot of your defensive concepts, I think, from that perspective with Montgomery. They're going to line up in probably that bear front a little bit. I think it'd be great for them to bring 6, again, and really contain this run and force Phillipsburg to play out of position tonight.
Now let's go to the home side. The history, you feel it when you come into Maloney Stadium. There's a lot of energy here, and there's a ton of history here in Phillipsburg. They're coming in with a 9-1 record out of both these teams out of the Big Central Conference. Phillipsburg and the American Silver, they won that this year. They're led by 10-year head coach Frank Duffy, 84-25 in his career.
Incredible.
In 10 years. But the history here, we'll talk about it. This is their 120th season as a football program, and this is the winningest program in New Jersey. I mean, really, they have a big sign where they have the visiting team, which is in a shed across the way. You can kind of see it behind you.
You can see it just right there.
It says 752 wins. That's how many wins this high school has seen in 120 years. atmosphere, the tradition here is just none other.
Yeah, and it was really evident, again, if you go back in time with me, that my experience in recruiting at Phillipsburg, I got to meet Coach Duffy 6 years ago, and he was the head coach that I worked with in getting that process started for his prospects. So this team is going to punch you in the mouth with their run game, and then after they do that, they're going to punch you in the mouth again with their run game and keep it going. You're going to see them pull people. You're going to see them line up under center. You're going to see them use a fullback. It's going to be really exciting to see them operate the wing tee this evening.
Oh, you can hear the sounds. This is Phillipsburg coming out to the field. You got to love that. But talk about the run game. They've rushed for almost 3,000 yards already, TJ.
40 touchdowns.
And 40 touchdowns. That's insane.
No joke. And again, if you go back into the archives of time, how many teams can say they have 40 rushing touchdowns in a given season? There's not many that can do that. Phillipsburg is really impressive running the football, and they have that attitude.
Oh, let's not forget about, they have a big game, something coming up in a couple weeks, Thanksgiving Day. They're playing Easton in a couple weeks. Yes, I'm joking. The big Thanksgiving Day game right across the river at Lafayette College. It's literally 5 minutes away from here. Of course, 20,000 fans in that stadium. The history, I think that's the 118th meeting between Phillipsburg and Easton. That's always in the back of their mind.
No question, and like you said, Joel, this team, this school is an incredible tradition. It's really evident. I mean, just look at the crowd. There's not an empty seat around here. Everyone's on their feet. We got the band going. We have so many people here in the press box with us. What an incredible environment for a great tradition.
Now we're going to be looking at sophomore quarterback. He only throws about 7 times a game. You know the story here. Phillipsburg run the football. We talked about that. But Dom Bracco, he is a sophomore. He's done a great job. Throwing for 6 touchdowns, hardly any turnovers, a couple of interceptions, and of course we're going to see the tailback Sean Deck. I mean, he's having a great year.
Yeah,
19 of the 40 rushing touchdowns.
Absolutely. When you talk about Dominic Bracco being a sophomore at the high school level and being in a system like this, again, a wing tee, a triple option, the first question I ask is, how efficient are you? How often are you completing the football? Because if you throw 7 passes in a given game, you better be completing 5 or 6 of those down the stretch. So how efficient can they get the ball going in the air, especially if they're put in those situations? If they're put in a third and medium, you might see a little power pass. You might see a little boot action here from Bracco. So don't be surprised you see them kind of mix it up. And again, it'll depend really on the Montgomery looks they give on defense.
And defensively, we're going to be watching Aiden Highwell, 12.5 sacks, TJ, on the season, 53 tackles. Their defense, it's tough to break. Montgomery, we talked to Sean Carney before the game, and the first question I really asked Sean, is there an intimidation factor? You come here, it's an hour-and-a-half drive from Montgomery up to Warren County to this Maloney Stadium here, and there's an intimidation factor, no doubt.
Yeah, no question. And anytime you go on the road, Joel, there's a little bit that goes in the back of your mind. Again, as a player, as a coach, okay, how am I going to be able to hear when I'm communicating my play? I press the button for the Bluetooth. It's really loud. I can't hear myself think. So that factors in as well as you're a player. How are we going to communicate? How are we going to get those plays talked about on the field?
So Phillipsburg got here. They beat Newark Central in the opening round, and then they defeated Colonial. And we'll step aside for the national anthem.
Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home.
Please remain standing.
That was Ava Fiore, senior here at Phillipsburg High School. Now, the national anthem, led by the Phillipsburg High School Marching Band.
Monday was on home all day Monday. Okay, see you. Same to you. Bye-bye.
sectional anthem here at Maloney Stadium in Phillipsburg, New Jersey, Warren County. Joel Kanya, TJ Vernieri, as we're getting set for the kickoff at midfield. The captains will get together, and I'll tell you what, a lot of buzz in this stadium. And when I was saying Phillipsburg got through Newark Central in the opening round, and also last week against Colonia, they beat 35-7. Phillipsburg's only loss was to St. Joe's Metuchen, a top team in the state. They lost 21-0. They're 9-1. They're having a fantastic year as usual. They won this game last year, this section, against Northern Highlands. They won 13-11. And it was quite a game, we heard. They said something about a miracle in that game last year, so they won 13-11. But just great tradition, and you feel it coming into Maloney Stadium. It's Bellis Field at Maloney Stadium, and there's just so much history, which is it's just incredible. Maloney Field originally was called Phillipsburg Stadium. It opened in 1932. It was renamed to honor Mike Maloney, former coach. The stadium actually, TJ, closed in '94 due to structural issues, and it was rebuilt and reopened in 1997. And then it was renamed Bellis Field in honor of Coach Harold Bellis, who was coach here in, that was done in 2007. And the grass turf, they've only had artificial turf since 2019 here. This used to be grass for years. So the stadium opened as Phillipsburg Stadium in 1932. It held 6,400 fans. So just so much history, 120 years.
What a facility.
It is.
What a facility for a high school team. And again, we made the joke before the broadcast, Joel, we're at Phillipsburg University right now. With the amount of people and the great resources that we see tonight, really apparent.
In 1995, Phillipsburg actually played their home games at Easton's Cottingham Stadium, another classic stadium. I've actually broadcast from there years ago, but another classic old-time stadium across the river.
Very cool.
In Easton, and of course the Easton-Peaburg connection there. There's so many connections. The kids know each other, but this is I tell you what, Montgomery coming in here, Cinderella. We're gonna say it. I asked Sean about that, Cardi. I'm going to say Cinderella. He goes, well, you kind of can, right?
Yeah,
it is.
And if there's an award for Coach of the Year, I mean, you have to really look at this turnaround that Montgomery's seen. So credit to Sean Cardi, all of his coaches, all of his players, everybody buying in to that turnaround.
1-9 to 8-3, and in their first ever sectional final. So hello to everybody watching in Somerset County around Montgomery. And of course, Sean Cardi's dad coached at Somerville. His brother coaches at Hillsborough. His other brother coaches at Delaware, as the kickoff goes to Peaburg at their own 2-yard line, left side, out to about the 19-20-yard line. And that was Sam Deck with the return for the Stateliners, and they start off at their own 20-yard line. Again, thanks for joining us. All games always free on Big State Sports. We're proud to be bringing all these state finals, sectional finals from around the state tonight. We have 13 broadcasts, including ours. So I hope you enjoy our broadcast as Peaburg comes out in their home gray jerseys.
Very cool.
Yeah, there were no sharp jerseys. And of course, Montgomery in their away whites, green, and gold. Garnet and gray are the colors for Peaburg. They start at their own 20-yard line, first down. And we're going to see the quarterback handoff. And how about that right off the bat? Early in the game, you want to see something big from Montgomery. And a nice job by the Cougars. Let's give you the starters, first of all, for offensively for Peaburg. Dom Bracco, number 13. He's a sophomore fullback. He's the quarterback, by the way. Fullback is Tyler Wargo, number 31, a junior. We're going to see a lot of Sam Deck, number 24, the senior. Tight end is Sampson 18. He's a junior. Wideouts are Jason Blacknall, number 3, a senior, and Mike Bracco, number 7, a senior. We'll give you the offensive line in a second. They hand off. Deck up the middle. Pretty good yardage. He reaches across to about the 25, 26-yard line. That brings up a second down. Offensive line from left to right. We have Ryan Mulvaney. He's at 210. He's a senior. He's number 54. Left guard is Kai Stocker, 74 at 220. He's a senior. Deedon Opike, 76 at 280. The center, Alex Randazzo, the junior, at 225. He's number 52. Right guard, right tackle is Zach Frierson, 78, a senior. He's at 230 pounds. And a big play early on, TJ, 3rd and 5. Man in motion. Hand off, Deck. Or does he get out? He does get outside and has a lot of room. Here they go. Phillipsburg, and he trips up and he falls. And that was not Deck. That was number 31. And I don't have, wait a minute, it is 31. Let's see.
Tyler Wargo.
It was Wargo, the fullback.
Yeah, so something we've been seeing the past 2 plays here, Joel. So Montgomery has they're subbing 2 D linemen for 2 DBs, so they have a bring 6 kind of package there. So you have to be really gap sound, so the bounce comes out here because everyone's loaded in the box. Really great play there for Phillipsburg.
He just lost his balance. He was trying to run faster and faster, just lost his balance there.
And from the perspective of Montgomery, that's something we talked about before the broadcast, is you have to play bare, but you have to bring an extra guy. You have to add on with 1 extra dude. So we saw that right there. It doesn't play your favor when you get the bounce.
Deck right side, nothing there. Brought down by Montgomery. That was 41, Zach Fury, bringing him down. Let's give you some of the defensive keys for players for Montgomery. Defensive lineman Bellamy, Mariter, Al Sherbini. Linebackers, you have Gorgiev. 41 is Zach Fury. We saw that. 60 is Mac Priabaka, Perrone, and Jack Schmelzer. Also defensive backs, 10 senior Jaden Bartley, Harrigan, McFadden, Mutton, and 18 is Miles Dawson.
Little wildcat here.
And it's Deck up the middle. Gets down to the 21-yard line. That brings up another 3rd down for Phillipsburg. That was a big play by the fullback Wargo.
Huge play.
That line.
Huge play, but if you're Montgomery, from the Montgomery defense perspective, you should be really encouraged. I love this package that they have, and maybe it's a variation of like a big base or a big nickel. Again, you have 1 less DB on the field when you bring on those 2 big guys. So they're accounting for this run. They know how aggressive Phillipsburg is of running the football. I love seeing the early wrinkles from the Montgomery defense.
3rd and 5, we'll call it here for Phillipsburg. Inside Deck, nothing there. And besides that 1 big play, they've stopped the run with the 1
really
big
gap
play.
Sound, really gap sound. Exactly what we talked about. Play the bear with an extra guy, again, whether he's jetted, again, outside of the widest guy in the line of scrimmage, or he's mugged inside in between defensive linemen. You have to bring 6 in your structure there from the defensive perspective to kind of load the box here.
That was Michael Bellamy with the stop there, number 50. And in for the field goal, this is Alexi Morera, the senior. And this is a 36-yarder. It is up, and it is good. And Phillipsburg takes a 3-0 lead, 7:49 to go. First quarter from Maloney Stadium. Phillipsburg strikes first. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this on the Big State Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Barry Farber, and I'm so excited to bring you the new special edition hardcover copy of The Adventures of Little Billy in Search of the Magic Tree. Scan the code below and learn more about that adventure.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We worked with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
For years, it had been the same.
Kicking off. All right, back here at Maloney Stadium. Joel Kanya, TJ Vernieri, Big State Sports, 3-0, 36-yard field goal. And a big play, and Phillipsburg has a 3-0 lead. But if you're Montgomery, you're coming into this place, you know, they stopped them there.
They should feel really good about that drive. Played some wrinkles of cover 0, some single high, some cover 1. I would expect to see more of that tonight.
From the 1-yard line, Montgomery with a great run back across the 35 to the 37-yard line.
So both kickoff teams, Joel, on the Phillipsburg perspective and Montgomery, run a 6x4 on their kickoff, so they're unbalanced. Usually you see teams go 5x5, so they kick to where the 4 guys are on the left side of the left hash. So again, that's favorable for the Montgomery numbers, which is why they're able to get down the right sideline right there.
That was Xavier Harrigan with the return for Montgomery. They got pretty good field position. They're going to start at their own 37-yard line here in the first quarter, a 36-yard field goal, and that's where we stand, 3-0. A fake. They run the football. This is Christensen. He gets 11 yards and a first down for Montgomery.
And this is a zone team, Joel, from the running perspective. So we talk about pulling people all the time in a lot of our broadcasts because we've seen a lot of teams that run gap runs. When you run zone runs, all you're doing is your offensive line is just kind of reaching to a side. You're keeping everything on the same level. So when you run a zone read, there's one less blocker there. So the quarterback pulls when the defensive end kind of scrapes the line of scrimmage, and you have the possibility to throw a bubble screen right there. So really good concept, efficient play.
That was Jack Christensen, the senior quarterback. This is a senior-led team, this Montgomery team. Christensen back to pass. He'll run the football. He is brought down and is sacked. That is Aiden Highwell with his 13th and a half sack of the year.
Extremely impressive, and we're going to see Jack Christensen run a lot tonight, Joel. There's going to be opportunities for him in their called runs, like we saw with the zone read, and there's also going to be some opportunities off the scramble drill, and being efficient in those scramble drills is going to be really important for the Montgomery offense tonight.
We're also going to see senior Caden Miller, number 2. He's the running back. Also junior 15, Zach Mutton, and of course Trey McFadden. Watch out for him. He is number 7 for Montgomery in the white. 2nd and 11. Handoff, right side, nothing there. Good defense by that Phillipsburg team. A couple of yards on the play, and that will bring up a 3rd, and we'll call it 9. And we'll give you the Phillipsburg defense.
These are the situations right here, Joel. You want to protect yourself all night if you're Montgomery on offense. Keep yourself out of that 3rd and 7+.
Give you that defense in a second, 3rd and 9 for Montgomery. Trips near side. The Cougars trailing 3-0.
You could see here, Joel, that Phillipsburg plays the sticks on 3rd down. That's been very consistent in the film that I've seen. Again, the Newark Central game and against Colonia last week.
In a shotgun, Christensen back to pass, looking. He flips it out, nothing there. Good pressure by Phillipsburg, and incomplete pass. That'll bring up a 4th down. Good pressure that time by Elijah Montgomery, the junior, number 72. So now they're going to have to punt the football.
Yeah, no question. And I really love seeing that from the Phillipsburg defense, because when you play the sticks that way in that kind of quarter shell, again, everyone has their own name for it, but you name coverage off of the amount of deep defenders. You have 4 guys deep, you more than likely have a cover 4 relationship there. But when you play the sticks, you keep everything in front of you, obviously, but it forces teams on offense, right? Hey, if I have a free access throw, you still have a lot of ground to make up for if you run a shorter route. So things for the Montgomery offense to consider as they progress in this game. Fake.
They're going to fake it. This is McFadden, where he keeps the football, and he gets the first down for Montgomery.
What a call.
That was not McFadden. That was Mason Miller. Is that number 3 or 7 that had that? Wow.
So you can see right here, a lot of communication. They run a shield punt. So you have 3 guys here in the middle that are protecting right for the punt. So all that happens here is the punter just kind of boots out and just takes the green grass. And sometimes, Joel, there's been schemes and systems that I've been in that the punter sees green grass, he has the opportunity to take it. And right there, Montgomery with a huge play they needed to start this game.
Trey McFadden with the fake.
Put it on the burners.
Huge fake punt and a first down. That was 4th and 9 in their own field, on their own side of the field.
So much guts in that call right there.
So a first down for Montgomery at the 35-yard line. Christensen in a shotgun. Christensen looking. He's going to go deep.
He's open.
Wide open.
Touchdown.
It is a touchdown. 35 yards out.
Touchdown.
Wow.
What What a call. I believe this is Obuba here, the single receiver right here.
That is Obuba. Watch top of your screen.
So they just bring 4. So Christensen has all the time. He just puts on the burner, just beats them. We talk about all the time, Joel, holding the red line, the space between the sideline and the numbers, the imaginary line. Critical for a receiver to stay straight so the quarterback can throw you open. Great job there by Christensen and the Montgomery offense. Muddle huddle right here.
How about that start for Montgomery?
What a start.
What a catch. What a throw.
They're going to get it.
They're going to go for 2, and Christensen is in. And how about that? Montgomery takes an 8-3 lead.
What an exciting sequence. We saw this a lot in that Woodbridge game, and I have this in my pregame notes as having success in the A11 in the muddle huddle concepts here, right, for the Montgomery offense. Okay, easily you get a bunch of people unbalanced. You got to line up to it. You see the green grass there, right? Quarterback inside zone, whatever concept they got going on there. And just be a ball player, Jack Christensen.
Look at the fans over there on the Montgomery side. We'll take a break. 8-2 in favor of Montgomery. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this on the Big State Sports Network.
Those beautiful faces. I wanted more. For me. For them. For our futures. There was this day that something changed. A simple moment of dress-up. It opened my eyes.
Take charge of your future and go big at CC.
I liked him more than...
Kickoff for Montgomery. It's 8-3. And a kickoff for Montgomery taken at the 1-yard line for Phillipsburg. And that is Backnall with the return flag on the play. How about that catch by Obuba? That was incredible.
Incredible. Really, the route, Joel, was textbook. It's everything that you want to see as a wide receiver coach, offense coordinator, head coach. What a call by Sean Carty. What a start for Montgomery.
On the side.
You don't think they're playing a little loose?
Sometimes, Joel, when you come in and you know you're the underdog, it does a lot for your football team because you got nothing to lose.
And that's how it's been all year. I mean, they were 1-9 last year.
I can certainly say that from my experience. Player, coach.
They were 1-9 last year, and they have nothing to lose. Their first ever sectional final coming here to Phillipsburg.
They have a great plan, and I'm really excited to see that continue to develop.
8-3, 2-point conversion for Montgomery. And that penalty was against Phillipsburg, so that drops them all the way back to their own 10-yard line. This is Deck up the middle, and nothing is there. Again, the Cougars are there. And again, Zach Fury, part of that tackling in the middle. Also, we're going to call out 54, Dragomir Georgiev, who's 6'4", 231.
Yeah, this defensive line for Montgomery is playing really well to start this game. They're matching personnel, right? And they have that big package of 2 extra defensive linemen coming in. I love the plan right now for Montgomery.
2 yards on that carry for Deck. Again, he comes in with 19 touchdowns on the season.
And this is a team, Joel, that Phillipsburg has had so much success running the football. And again, I know that's going to continue to be an emphasis for them as we progress tonight.
Dom Bracco hands off to the fullback, Wargo. Last time he took off, he had a big gain. That time right into that defensive line, a couple yards, across the 15 to about the 16-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 for Phillipsburg.
This might be a situation we've seen Phillipsburg run a variation of power pass. Maybe a time for them to move the pocket. Again, a 3rd and 3 to 6, a 3rd and medium situation here. So again, very tough for a team that, again, that's been so great running the football. Don't be surprised too, you see a run, maybe you get into a 4th and short situation.
3:22 first quarter, live from Maloney Stadium in Phillipsburg. 3rd down, Bracco packed the pass, he's gonna throw, and he completes it, gets a big hit.
What a grab.
First down, out to the 29-yard line, and a good grab by Blacknall.
What a catch, and again, catching traffic. A lot of stuff going on. So this Joel, this concept, this formation, a lot of people call it like the go-go. You see it sometimes from the Seahawks offense last year with their offensive coordinator. So again, a different way to move the pocket, again, get the quarterback on the edge, and again, just throwing that over route. So you want, again, playing receiver, you want to stay flat, but again, great catch in traffic, taking a big hit.
So a new set of downs for Phillipsburg, 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Trailing 8-3. They hand off Deck. Again, not much there. A couple of yards on the play that brings up a second down. And the first quarter being brought to you by Open Road Mazda of Morristown. For every, they have your back, rather. Open Road Mazda of Morristown. Discover affordable, dependable vehicles for less than $15,000, backed by that rock-solid 5-day money-back guarantee. Drive with confidence. Drive with Open Road Mazda of Morristown. Check that link below for more details. So a 2nd and 7 coming up for Phillipsburg.
Yeah, a little under center counter we saw in that last play. So the Lions running Sunday.
2nd and 7. Bracco in a shotgun, fakes the handoff, throws near side, immediately hit, and
Looks
a
like
catch.
Simultaneous possession would go to the offense.
Jason Blacknall, the senior, with that grab. A couple of yards on the play, so it brings up a 3rd and about 3 upcoming for the Stateliners.
And I believe Blacknall just made that great catch earlier on that 2nd down. So another catch for him. They're getting him involved early in this game, which is great. Again, always get your big playmakers involved as early as possible, because down the stretch, that's going to pay dividends for you.
TJ, talk about tradition here at Phillipsburg. You look at the lower part of your screen, and it completely filled with their bench. That's how many players they have in this program.
Absolutely incredible.
Really incredible, this tradition and program here. Back to pass, they throw it, it's complete, and there he goes. The 30, the 20, the 10, and a touchdown. Shane Moore with the touchdown for Phillipsburg.
I love this design. I love this design. So they have like a sugar huddle, a quick huddle. It's probably unbalanced with the tackle over. So you just see the quarterback there. Bracco kind of fakes the mesh and then just throws a little pop wheel rail route down the right sideline. Great job there by Phillipsburg. Excellent touchdown. Love the design.
So Shane Moore with the long touchdown, and Phillipsburg regains the lead 9-8.
You see a lot of that, Joel, when teams do that quick huddle and they break really fast, right? You can hide, that's an opportunity to go unbalanced or hide a tackle, so you kind of flip the strength of your formation. You put a right tackle on the left. So defenses really have to communicate that, and it puts a ton of stress, right, on all of your players getting those calls in.
And they will go for 2. Is this a wildcat again?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and Deck will take it up the middle into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and Phillipsburg takes an 11-8 lead.
I love the play design we're seeing from both sides of the ball right now. So you saw this a few weeks ago, Joel, when the Lions played the Chiefs. They motioned Jared Goff out of the T formation right here, again being under center. So the running back just kind of takes his place. They just run counter, and it's an easy walk-in touchdown. First puller for the first point, second puller for the second point.
11-8, North 2 Group 4 sectional final. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this on Big State Sports. All right, back here, Shane Moore with his first touchdown of the season. How about that? That was his 2nd reception of the season.
Wow. And again, really efficient play, great design.
Little pooch kick for Phillipsburg, and they're going to get the football, will they?
They got
yes,
it.
They do. A recovery by Azael Moses, the sophomore.
You can tell something was up before the play, Joel, because you have that left side, that weak side of the kickoff team is in a 3-point stance. So maybe something different, some urgency, getting down the field in their head start. Great job there in the squid kick, a ton of hang time, and that's a live football. Go get on it, and now you're in plus territory.
There's the Phillipsburg sideline. Wow, how about that? A sophomore recovering.
What a sequence.
Moses, and Phillipsburg takes over on that pooch onside kick. They'll take over at the 27 of Montgomery.
And that's something Phillipsburg perfectly needed, perfect timing for it.
That was a 90-yard drive by the Stateliners, by the way. And capped off by that long catch by Shane Moore's 2nd catch of the year and his first touchdown. run there by Deck. Good yardage on that first down play, 7 yards.
But perfect timing. Like we said, you feel yourself kind of the momentum going one way. What a perfect time to hit a squib kick and get on the football. Excellent job.
Down to the 21-yard line. Give him 6 yards. 2nd and 4 for Phillipsburg and their home Grays.
Doing good, my friend?
2 wideouts up top. Bracco, the quarterback, he's a sophomore. They hand it off to the fullback, and he's dragged down at the 13-yard line. Tyler Wargo, the junior, tough to get down.
And something we talked about before the game in our call with Coach Duffy here, Joel, the Phillipsburg offense scripts their first 10 plays of their game. That was something that was really noticeable in the Colonia game, the New York Central game. There were some different tendencies, but Coach Duffy says he wants to see all of his formations, how the defense is going to line up to it. I think we've seen a different concept just about every play to start this game. So now, how do those wrinkles progress
through
the rest of the game?
What a wild first quarter. That's the end of it. 11-8 Phillipsburg over Montgomery. North 2, Group 4 sectional final. Well, the second quarter right after this on Big State Sports.
David Hassagen here from Big State Sports. You're watching free coverage of the best high school athletes across the Garden State.
This is George Muha, and you're watching Big State Sports.
George J. Keller and Sons want your house to be the kind of home for all to see. Best roofing, windows, siding too. Great solar and gutters, we're here for you. Our seasoned pros are unsurpassed, so give a call, we'll take your task. Transform your home, that's what we do. So give a call, we're here for you. For roofing, siding, windows, and solar, we do it all for you. George J. Keller and Sons. Your family-owned operation since 1980. Call for your free estimate.
Start the second quarter. Joel Kanya, TJ Verneri, and the entire Big State Sports crew. Proud having you along, always free on the Big State Sports Network. All these sectional finals up the middle. Down to about the 10 on first down. Give him about 3 yards. That was Deck with the carry. And a 2nd and 7 coming up for Phillipsburg. They have to get to the, 3-yard line, it looks like, to get a first down.
Yeah, you have to always account for, hey, this is not fully goal to go. You can still get a first down, so it's obviously going to affect how you call the rest of this drive right now.
And I tell you what, Phillipsburg has great home field advantage, and that's made possible by Athletic Fields of America, enhancing the athletic experience by transforming sports facilities into premier venues for competitive and recreational activities. Visit afoa.us. 2nd and 7 for Phillipsburg. It is Deck again, right side, close to a first down. I think he got it. Down to the 2, and a 1st and goal that sets up for the Stateliners.
Yeah, I would expect right now Phillipsburg to kind of bring in their full house package. We saw it a lot against Colonia, and we've seen them run variations of that formation right now and just run the dive right down Montgomery's throat, which again, they've shown every bit of their attitude of running the football for a reason that they had 40 rushing touchdowns this year.
What a first quarter we had, TJ. I mean, it was,
oh my gosh,
3-0 Phillipsburg on their first drive. The next drive for Montgomery, a 35-yard great passing play. And then Phillipsburg comes back with a long play themselves up the middle. Is this Wargo? And nothing there. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
What a series of plays. Special teams explosives. Explosives in the run game. Explosives in the pass game. Right trick plays. We saw a fake punt. Don't forget about that, Joel. We've seen a lot of different things. So, been really exciting first quarter. I think it's going to continue to stay exciting.
The Pooch onside kick was a great call by head coach Frank Duffy. I mean, just terrific.
2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1 for Phillipsburg.
Here's full house again. Looks like tackle over right now.
Handoff Deck, right side. Does he get in? Touchdown. Sam Deck. And Phillipsburg takes a 17-8 lead. Watch it again.
Yeah, so this is evidence of that quick huddle right here, Joel. The formation looks mirrored. Again, sometimes tough to see because there's so many people in there. Those are those wedge splits, so everyone's right next to each other, Joel. Sometimes you'll see offensive line like put a hand on another guy to stay connected. You see it a lot with the Eagles with their quarterback sneak. But again, they just run the dive with the fullback lead. Excellent job by Phillipsburg finding pay dirt right there.
Alexi Marrera in for the extra point. Extra point is up. He hit a 36-yard field goal earlier. That one's good. And it is now 18-8, 10:02 to go in the second quarter. We'll take a break right here on the Big State Sports Network.
Go ahead. Take a deep breath. Oh, nice, huh? That's some clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature.
That is good. Who installed the system?
ICS. They're the leaders in HVAC. They make the ductwork at their own factory, so we even save some money.
That's impressive. You recommend them?
It's ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Hey, Lorraine, go get a big plastic bag. Take some air home with you.
1001. You see the cheerleaders here at Phillipsburg as we are back at Maloney Stadium. Nice having you aboard on the Big State Sports Network. We have games all around the state tonight. And folks, our broadcast always free on our YouTube channel. Check it out. We don't just do football. We do all sports from around the state of New Jersey, from Warren County to Cape May County. Phillipsburg to kick off.
Here it is again.
Pooch kick that this time Montgomery figures it out. They're going to get good field position out about the 40-yard line. The up back caught that.
Yeah, and if you're Montgomery, really any team, right, you have to practice that pooch kick, that squib kick. That's something you get to probably at the end of the week, right, as coaches, as players. So, again, if you're in that up back, that second line position on kickoff return, you got to always be ready to catch the football because you never know when it's going to come your way.
So first down for Montgomery from their own 40-yard line. This is the first time they're going to get the offense going since their touchdown. Phillipsburg's had the ball twice since then because of that pooch kick after their touchdown.
And that's the hardest thing, Joel, because sometimes these situations become like glorified openers. Your playmakers haven't touched the ball in a long time. Get it back to them immediately.
Jack Christensen fumbles the snap. And right there for Phillipsburg was Elijah Montgomery, the junior, and a big loss, big mistake for Montgomery, second and long.
Yeah, certainly. We saw two bad snaps from the Montgomery perspective against Woodbridge. So again, obviously it's November, it's a lot colder, so that's a critical thing to operate. Again, special teams, offense, keep those snaps under control.
Montgomery in the white, Phillipsburg in their home grays from Maloney Stadium in Phillipsburg, Warren County. Here comes and a nice tackle. Wow. Terrific tackle by Nazian Lozier-Palin. And that's their big receiver, Trey McFadden, who now has 60 catches, over 60 catches now on the year.
Yeah, 60 catches is no joke at the high school level. That's really incredible. But right now the situation, you're looking at a 3rd and 15. That's a really difficult situation to have on your call sheet, Joel, because a lot of times as offensive coordinators, again, from my interim offensive coordinator experience, you talk about 3rd and 7+. So really hard, really far situation. Right now you're seeing some miscommunication. Some guys are getting lined up in different spots. Let's see what Montgomery's got.
3rd and 16 for Montgomery. They have to get it out to the 50. 4 wideouts, 3 wideouts up top. Christensen back to pass, the senior looking, throwing, incomplete. His arm might have gotten hit there.
Yeah, it looks like it did.
And that's 4th down, and Montgomery's going to have to punt the football. So all the momentum now is on the Stateliners side.
Yeah, certainly. But again, if you're Montgomery, you had that great drive to start. You had an explosive in the special teams game, right? You had the surprise squib kick, right? So stay encouraged. Keep your guys into it. You're only down 10 points right now.
Blacknall and Deck back deep. And again, McFadden back to punt. Last time he ran it for a 1st down.
You never know, Joel.
I mean, it's 4th and 16 here. They have to get it out to midfield. You got to expect a punt here for Montgomery. McFadden thought about it. How about that? And he punts it away. And Deck will let it bounce, and that is going to take a Montgomery roll down to the 5-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, Joel. And I'm going to bet Trey McFadden on that first punt, he just called his own number. Because a lot of times the coaches say, hey, you think you got it? Take it. And he took it on that first one. Again, we're seeing the rugby-style punt a lot tonight.
He's a great athlete. He's their kicker, their punter. the receiver. He does everything for Montgomery. He's a senior, number 7 for Montgomery in the white. He's 6'2", 185.
And obviously his talents are very apparent when you put on the tape. 60 catches, like we talked about, extremely impressive for a young man.
So Phillipsburg starts from their own 5. Now an opportunity for this Montgomery defense here. With 8:21 to go in the second quarter, they trail 18-8. Let's see if they can stop them and get that offense back on the field. They pitch it back. This is Moore, I believe, with that run, number 22, I believe. And that goes out to across the 10 to the 11. And pretty good yardage there for Moore.
Yeah, definitely. You want to get, again, this looks like a 7 to 8 yard gain because your plays are so limited when you're backed up, Joel. And again, they aren't exactly on the -1 in that first play. They're on about the -6. But again, you have to be really, really focused on, hey, is this a completion? Is this a positive gain in the run game? And we saw that right there from Phillipsburg.
So they mark it at the 11. 6 yards on that play. 2nd and 4, 7:40 to go. They got the play clocks here at Phillipsburg. That went down to 4. Rolling right. Bracco throws, completes it across the 30. And a nice grab there for the Stateliners. That was his brother, Mike Bracco.
Really good job, really good call here, moving the pocket. Again, moving the pocket, this backed up gets a little bit scary sometimes because the quarterback's naturally going to gain depth a little bit, and then the launch point is where they start. Again, it's a little bit different when you're under center, but great completion, great explosive.
How cool is that? It's Bracco to Bracco. You think they've done that in their backyard a bunch of times, right?
I'm sure they have. So much fun.
And they're probably always playing Easton, I'm sure, when they run that play in their backyard, but a great pass to his brother Michael Bracco and a first down for Phillipsburg. 1st and 10 from the 36 for the Stateliners. They run the football. This is Deck, right side. Tough to bring down, out to the 39-yard line. And they're going to call it the 40-yard line.
And you see a lot from that defense, Joel. We're seeing a variation of what I call the up front. So it's 6 to 7 guys, right? There's 6 or more guys on the line of scrimmage. So when you have that many players on the line of scrimmage, Joel, where are you really susceptible? The second level and beyond. And that's why we saw that explosive there on that early run that Phillipsburg got into plus territory.
2nd and 6 for Phillipsburg. They place it on their own 40. Leading 18-8, a wild first quarter. Handoff. Wargo, I believe, maybe a yard or 2 on the play to the fullback. That's who it was. Gets it out to the 41, a yard, and that brings up a 3rd down at about 5.
Yeah, the pace of this game, Joel, has been unbelievable to start. I mean, I feel like I haven't had a chance to really think about all the different situations. Hey, what are you calling on 3rd and 4? All those different things. So, again, credit to both teams with their explosives, their tricks, their exotics. It's been really fun to watch so far.
Fake punt in the first quarter, a pooch onside kick in the first quarter. Some big runs, some big
great
catches.
play designs. Some great play designs, both sides. I've been really impressed with the Montgomery defense and the Phillipsburg offense in their design tonight.
3rd and 5, shotgun for Bracco, throws near side, complete, very close to the first down. They're going to be a yard shy.
That's a huge tackle right there for Montgomery.
Yeah, Blacknall with the catch. The tackle was by Jaden Bartley.
Yeah, and it gets really hard, Joel, when you have a singled up receiver, right? And especially there's so much space to the field. We talk about the hashes in high school football, right? They're the widest that they could be. College is a little bit smaller, and obviously the NFL is really tight. But when the hashes are that wide, those isolation throws are really easy to complete because there's so much space.
4th and 1 here. Crunch time. Powered by Top Mental Game right now. They're going to fake it. Bracco gets it, and he has a lot of room in front of him into Montgomery territory. Down inside the 40-yard line and a first down. How about that play?
And that's something that's really underutilized, I would say, in all football. Again, you see it elements of the quick huddle. You see the wedge splits again there, Joel. Some of the offensive linemen have both hands in the dirt. And this is just a bootleg. I don't know if that receiver there was running a route. But again, calling your runs and then you tag a different thing. Hey, QB boot, whatever the case may be, depending on your system. Everyone has their own different tags, but great job there. Excellent call. Sometimes the quarterback is the right way to take his own number. Great job there by Phillipsburg.
Visit topmentalgame.com. Schedule your free consultation. Crunch time. And that was big time for Bracco. Inside handoff. This is Deck up the middle.
Sam Deck on the carry.
Down to the 36-yard line. Good yardage, about 4 yards on the play. For Sam Deck, by the way, that 1 yard plunge earlier was his 20th touchdown of the year.
Wow. Wow.
And they're 41st as a team on the ground. I mean, 41 touchdowns on the ground.
Incredible. Incredible. It makes you dizzy just thinking about how many rushing touchdowns they have.
And TJ, that's Phillipsburg football, through and through right there.
The attitude and the tradition is incredible.
You know, talking to head coach Frank Duffy before the game, and, you know, there's pressure on him here at Phillipsburg. I mean, the fans, you know, they know their football team as they give it to Deck right side. Boy, he thought he was going to break that, but just shy of a first down. That's going to bring up a third down and about 2. But, you know, there's pressure from the fans here in Phillipsburg. It's a you know, a small town in that realm. Everybody knows everybody, and, you know, he's got to win here at Phillipsburg. They expect that. These fans expect winning in Phillipsburg.
Yeah, and it's always about how you respond, Joel. I can tell you from my experience as a player, as a coach, there's always different expectations wherever you go. You put more of it on yourself, though, and I think Coach Duffy said that great in our interview before the game.
3rd and 2, up the middle.
But it's your personal drive to want to succeed, to meet those expectations is what makes it great to achieve them.
Deck with the carry. He's right at the marker. I believe he got the first down for Phillipsburg. Clock ticks down. I checked that. It's stopped now at 3:17. And they did get the first down. That's why the clock stopped. So first down for Phillipsburg. Now this is a Phillipsburg drive right here.
No question. And I was just about to say, Joel, this offense is in rhythm.
Yeah.
Right. They're clicking. They're moving the pocket. They're hitting with their gap scheme. They're hitting with their dive component. Again, we haven't seen a true triple option play, but we saw an exotic with the pop pass right earlier in the game. So they're clicking in a bunch of different categories right now, which is going to make them dangerous.
There's an injury on the field. The Montgomery player is down. It looks like cramping. So why don't we do this? We'll take a break. 3:17 to go, second quarter. The number 1 seeded Phillipsburg Stateliners, North 2 Group 4 sectional final. We'll be back.
Sports, and you're watching high school football right here on YouTube.
All right, welcome back to Maloney Stadium. Once again, we'd like to thank Five Guys, Group Spot, Top Mental Game, Lions and Associates, and Zolnir Rings sponsoring tonight's broadcast here in Warren County, right on the Delaware River, right across from really a stone throw from Easton, the city of Easton, Pennsylvania. And what a great story about Phillipsburg. And almost picked, or was it picked? Was that an interception? And they're going to call that Phillipsburg possession. Let's see that again, TJ. What happened here?
So right here, Montgomery's just bringing 7. Again, you see the 4 across there in the back end, so a variation of cover 0. Again, the DB's just able to undercut it.
I tell you what, he had it for a second.
Looks like that was Xavier Harrigan there on the play.
Xavier Harrigan, he thought he had the interception, but the Phillipsburg receiver pulled it away.
Yeah, and again, when things get kind of murky, I know we talk about the referees all the time, but probably the right call, dead ball, or completion to the back there for a negative gain.
A nice job by Harrigan, though. Loss of 3 for Phillipsburg.
Incredible effort.
This is Sam Deck, left side, brought down. A few yards on the play.
I want to talk about Xavier Harrigan because he really stood. There's a moment in that Woodbridge game last week, Joel, that really stood out to me. There was a PI late in the game on the left side, and they're going on the game-winning drive, and you could see Xavier Harrigan with his leadership. Hey, keeping everybody composed. Hey, we got the penalty. He was reminding one of his receivers, hey, we got the penalty. Let's get back to the huddle. Let's call a play. So again, the eyes in the sky don't lie is one of the things. The tape always sets you free, and I certainly noticed that for Xavier Harrigan. And again, that's attributed to himself and this coaching staff and Sean Carter.
Zach Mutton is down. It looks like cramping, number 15 for Montgomery. So that's the time. I see Frank Duffy there, just to your left, with the gray pants. He's the head coach, 10-year head coach here at Phillipsburg High School, a former player, and played at Shippensburg.
Brent Grimes. I coached in that PSAC conference when I was at Gannon University. So really competitive conference. both head coaches played at really good
TJ,
programs.
where's having you coach? That's what I want to know.
Well, next year, next year will be my 10th season.
Calgary Stampeders, the Memphis Showboats.
A few different places.
Lycoming, right?
Lycoming, yes.
3rd and 9. It just tells you your great experience. I love it. Back to pass. Throwing
double
deep.
move.
Rocco. It is intercepted.
Wow.
Intercepted by Montgomery.
What a play. So we talked earlier, Joel, about the singled up receiver. Again, you're in a pro set right now, so you have tight end with the kind of the Z on either side, or just running a hitch and go. And again, a little bit underthrown, and Xavier Harrigan's kind of able to make that play there at the top of the route.
But
what a play.
He is talented, Harrigan.
No question.
Harrigan interception.
He's got 3 interceptions this year. That was his 4th.
On the 1-yard line.
And unfortunately for Montgomery, they're down at their own 1. He couldn't get in the end zone, but great job by Harrigan. Stop that drive.
Absolutely, and that's something they needed at the perfect time. Again, perfect timing for them right now.
That drive started from their own 5-yard line, so Phillipsburg held onto that ball a long time. And a hit big time in the end zone, and that's going to be a safety for Phillipsburg. Wow.
A lot of back and forth. It's just punch for punch on either side. We talk about, Joel, when you're backed up, your plays are limited. It's really hard runs under center when you're backed up because that mesh point takes so much longer.
Eddie O'Neill, did you see that
What
hit?
a hit.
Holy cow, a safety, and that puts Phillipsburg on top 20-8. Wow. Though after the interception, a huge, one of the biggest hits you'll see this year.
And I don't think we've seen a safety yet this year, Joel, in the games we've called together. So crazy play, and again, when you get under center there, and your plays are so limited when you're backed up, right? When you get under center, it takes a lot longer, so you see a lot of teams do a quarterback sneak. You'll see teams maybe line up in the shotgun, run an inside zone, but again, Phillipsburg able to overwhelm Montgomery and get the safety right there.
Eddie O'Neill, the linebacker for Phillipsburg, leads the team with 55 tackles, and yeah, holy cow, that was as big a hit as you're going to see by Lee. He's actually an end, and wow, that was just a huge. I'm sorry, he's the inside linebacker, but what a hit by Eddie O'Neill. And this crowd, the press box went whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole crowd, incredible.
I feel like I'm hearing the static of the crowd in my headphones after that one.
So 20-8 now, Phillipsburg after that safety. And they'll kick it off from their own 20-yard line. Montgomery will. So Phillipsburg's going to get the football right back after getting 2 on the board. And here is Sean Deck trying to get outside. Good little run back by Deck.
Oh, wow.
Cut back up the middle, finally brought down into Montgomery territory. How about that talent?
Yeah, the return just bounces. Again, Montgomery's kicked to their short side, their underload side with 4 guys. So again, the return is just able to see it out. And again, it just naturally bounces. Sometimes you get all the kickoff coverage in one location, run opposite to it. You know, it's funny, Joel, that in some of the guys that I've talked to, some of the guys I've worked with as a coach, I've worked with somebody that coached Devin Hester, and they never told Devin Hester where to go. They said, you get the ball, and you just run.
He was such a
Do your
talent.
thing.
He's in the Hall of Fame, correct?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Legit return man.
Yeah, 100%. Shotgun, Bracco, hands off. Up the middle, inside the 45, a couple of yards on the play. And that was Shane Moore on the carry, 22.
So we're seeing a lot of plays from the shotgun here from the Phillipsburg offense. We're seeing tempo right now. They're signaling in a play. It looks like offense coordinator's signal coming in. They're working fast.
Bracco rolling right. He's throwing, and it is complete. Right at the yard marker, or are they saying incomplete? Yeah, incomplete pass. So an incomplete pass for Phillipsburg, and now a 3rd and 8.
And they were really efficient last week, Joel, when they got into 2-minute against Colonia. Again, Phillipsburg loves to run the football, but you can still run the ball in 2-minute offense. Like I've said a bunch of times, it's a completion in bounds. And again, situations get a little bit different, right? When the clock is more pressed for timing, when you're more pressed for timing, right, on the field of play where you're located on the field. So they've run some tempo plays. They've incorporated a lot of stuff in this offense already to start the game.
62 seconds left, first half, 3rd and 8 for Phillipsburg. A little blitz here from Montgomery, throw to the outside. It's complete to about the 40-yard line. That's going to bring up a 4th down. probably 4-down territory.
That call tells me a free access throw that they're going to go for it on 4th down. So they have a free access throw. You got a DB that's way off. Again, so you run a route, you run a quick out. We're going to call it out a quick right there. So 4-yard play. Just throw it to a receiver that's open naturally because the coverage is deeper.
So 51 seconds to go. 4th and 5, upcoming timeout. Phillipsburg calls their first timeout. They have 2 more left with 51 seconds remaining. And TJ, I know we have Thanksgiving coming up in a couple of weeks, but if Phillipsburg does win this game, they're going to have home field advantage next week for the North Championship of Group 4. And then the next round after that is the state final. But before that state final, they're going to play across the river at Lafayette College. And the Phillipsburg Easton, great tradition Thanksgiving Day game, their 118th game.
Incredible.
And Phillipsburg had a lead last year. They lost to them after winning the last 2 years. So, but overall record, Easton does have it 68, 44, and 5 in that 117 games there. It's pretty crazy. I mean, we just did the Hackettstown Warren Hills 100th game a couple of weeks ago, which was exciting, but that's something else. The Thanksgiving Day game. If you ever get a chance to go.
Absolutely.
At Lafayette. It's a huge tradition for both these cities from across the river of each other.
Don't be surprised if it's a fake.
4th and 5. It is a fake. Deck gets it, still on his feet, still in bounds.
Wow.
Down to the 15-yard line. Sam Deck, we've seen everything tonight.
I don't know if we've had time to really catch our breath right now, but we talked about it earlier. We were thinking this was going to be a 4th down, go for it situation, so they bring out the shield punt, right? You put one of your running backs in the core there in the protection, and you're able to just run a sweep right off the left sideline there for a 1st down. What a call.
Down to the 15-yard line. They still have 2 timeouts to go.
They're working
34 seconds on the clock. Throw far side and tripped up. Completed pass to Mike Bracco. Couple of yards on the play, 2nd down. Clock still going, 20 seconds.
Might have to start thinking about a timeout maybe right here.
They have 2 remaining. Are they going to down it?
Looks like they'll call play.
Back to pass. Bracco under pressure. Gets away the other side. Jumps in the end zone and a touchdown.
You can't make this up.
13 yards out. Are you kidding me?
Joel, this is like street ball tonight. This is like playground football.
Wow, Dom Bracco, the sophomore, he was done right there, and he slips through. Tremendous. Watch him jump. Boop.
Just taking the green grass, and we've said it before in other broadcasts, Joel, the first 10 belong to me as a coach, the rest belongs to you. Dominic Bracco, what a rushing touchdown. Excellent job.
Terrific run by Dom Bracco, and it is 26-8. Extra point is up, and it is good. It's 27-8. Phillipsburg with 5 seconds to go in the first half. I mean,
I don't really have any words right now, Joel, because I feel like we've seen we saw safety. We're seeing exotics in the kicking game. Just wow. It's hard to put words to everything that's happened.
You know, and Bracco doesn't run that often. I mean, he runs, you know, that was his 2nd touchdown of the year, rushing touchdown. He had 188 yards coming in on the ground.
He'll certainly run off script. They don't truly run him per se. Again, they operate so much out of the T formation. Again, I know I mentioned that a lot, but if you look at the NFL rulebook, that's what they describe under center. They call it the T formation because it dates back to the original, what it was called, right, in older football, 1960s, so on and so forth.
Wow, what a first half for Phillipsburg.
My head's spinning.
They were trailing in this game 8-3 in the first quarter, and they've just taken it to Montgomery. And Montgomery doesn't even know what happened. I mean, it's been so fast.
There's things, Joel, I've wanted to talk about the field goal protection, and I haven't been able to do that yet.
Kickoff for Phillipsburg. Squibb, and downed at the 35-yard line with 3 seconds remaining in the first half. And
I think if you're Montgomery right now, a lot of teams have that schoolyard play, like lateral it around. I think that's something you have to talk about. Maybe not a Hail Mary.
Why not? You're down.
Yeah,
you're on the road. You have nothing to lose at this point.
Yes, I just think you have a higher chance of success, probably with lateral, with the quarterback arm you might have. Again, the rhythm of the game right now.
There's the Sean Canty.
And Phillipsburg's in prevent right now, so definitely this is lateral time.
A great story with Canty. His brother is here, the head coach at Hillsborough. He's coming to support his brother. Big crowd on the other side.
I met
Montgomery.
his brother because I recruited Hillsborough as well. A while back.
Another great program in Somerset County. So first down, they're going to throw and see what they can do here.
They'll throw and lateral it around.
Completed pass, good yardage, but brought down at the 30-yard line, and that is halftime. Obina Abuba with that catch to end the first half. Wow, 27-8 at halftime. TJ Verneri, what do you have to say about that first half?
I need a halftime just as much as the guys because the mental strain I've been put in for all these different situations. It's been incredible. Really exciting first half. I'm excited about the second half.
It is the North 2 Group 4 Sectional Championship from Maloney Stadium in Phillipsburg, and the Stateliners at halftime with a 27-8 advantage over Montgomery. We'll be back. We'll have the second half. We're going to have the Phillipsburg Marching Band first, and then we'll have the second half. After this, right here on Big State Sports.
Navigate the college application and financial aid process since 1988. Visit njcollegeguy.com to schedule your free consultation today. This is Zach Smolin with Big State Sports. We know fundraising can be tough for booster clubs and coaches. That's why we're excited about Leading Edge. They've helped programs raise tens of thousands of dollars in just a 1-hour fundraising drive. Scan this QR code or visit leadingedgefundraising.com and let them know that Big State Sports sent you. NIL deals mean opportunity, but also risk. Don't face it alone. Lyons & Associates reviews, negotiates, and protects your contracts so you could focus on winning on and off the field.
Mandelbaum Barrett PC Attorneys at Law provide you with a 360-degree approach for your personal and business legal needs, built on relationships, support, and innovation. You can rely on Mandelbaum Barrett. Visit us at mblawfirm.com.
Hi, my name is Andrew Shaka. I'm one of the owners here at New Jersey Siding and Windows. We are a family-owned residential remodel firm. Everything we offer here is quality and comes with great warranties. If it's a residential home, there's no home too big for us to work on.
Here at Open Road Cadillac, everybody gets treated just like family. We always make sure we find the right car for you.
The 2025 Cadillac Lyriq, now for the limited time price of only $529 a month. Open Road Cadillac of Morristown in Florham Park, New Jersey.
Here at Open Road Mazda of Morristown, we strive to provide a stress-free, knowledgeable, positive buying experience. No matter your budget, we'll find the right car for you.
Drive home the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for just $229 a month.
Check us out for yourself.
trophies, medals, plaques, and awards with Performance Trophy and Medals of Randolph. Call us today at 973-989-8775.
Pick Your Cards is located on Route 46 in Ledgewood. Our huge inventory can be shopped online at pickyourcards.com, where you can use the code BigStateSports for an extra discount.
Struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared? Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best when it matters the most with Top Mental Game. Your talent sets the floor. Your mindset sets the ceiling. When the moment comes, will you be ready?
This holiday, Verizon's got the craziest deal ever with iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch. All on them. But no getting it if you're naughty. You just ate. Don't worry, we know what list you're on. I'm always watching. Always watching. Not always. Boundaries.
Get the powerful new iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch all for $0. No trade-in needed on any plan.
This is Zach Smolin, play-by-play commentator, and you're staying frosty for free right here on Big State Sports.
Don't wait, your dream ride is waiting at Garden State Harley-Davidson. From Harley Legends to rugged CF Moto off-road beasts, the season's best selections here now, Route 10 East Morris Plains.
Sussex Driving School, located in Newton, New Jersey, offers the required 6-hour training for 16-year-old GDL candidates. We offer 7-day-a-week instruction, road test service, and in-office knowledge testing and vision checks. Call to schedule at 973-209-1555. Let's get you on the road to freedom.
Tired of tired floors? At Washington Floors, we're a family-owned business in Washington, New Jersey. From cozy carpets to stunning hardwoods, we've got your floor covered, literally. Fully insured, fully trusted. Call Washington Floors today at 908-989-0111. Again, that's 908-989-0111.
Iron Peak Sports and Events offers 4 indoor hard courts, batting cages, a massive turf dome, rock climbing walls, and an arcade. Birthdays, corporate events, special events, and team building. We also offer adult leagues, youth clinics, lessons, and tournaments. At Iron Peak, there's something for everyone. Located at 137 Mountain View Road in Hillsborough, New Jersey. To book or for more information, please contact us at 908-758-2739 or visit ironpeakse.com.
You'll find the real deal on Volkswagen at Open Road Volkswagen of Bridgewater. We're fully stocked with the latest VW vehicles, including the 2025 Volkswagen Taos, just $299 a month. You'll find the real deal at Open Road Volkswagen of Bridgewater.
Hey parents, Anchor Golf and Recreation is now registering full and half-day golf camps. Anchor Golf Day Camps are designed to teach children fundamentals of golf. To register your child for golf camp, go online and click the registration tab at anchorgolfcenter.com. Anchor now has 4 dedicated outdoor lighted pickleball courts. Call to reserve your court today. Check out Anchor's 18-hole miniature golf course with new features. It's fun for the whole family. Anchor Golf and Recreation offers so much more. Call or see us at anchorgolfcenter.com.
Athletic Fields of America, a Tenkata company based in Morris Plains, New Jersey, is dedicated to enhancing the athletic experience for students, faculty, and visitors by transforming sports facilities into premier venues for competitive and recreational activities. We've installed over 1,000 fields, and we continue to focus on innovation and excellence. We partner with our clients to revitalize their existing athletic fields and create new ones from the ground up through meticulous planning, state-of-the-art materials, and expert craftsmanship. Whether it's a professional stadium or a community field, we are building healthier, more beautiful communities and delivering surfaces that perform, last, and support vibrant, active lives. Learn how we can take your sports facility to the next level by visiting afoa.us.
Hi, I'm Barry Farber, and I'm so excited to bring you the new special edition hardcover copy of The Adventures of Little Billy in Search of the Magic Tree. Scan the code below and learn more about that adventure.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We worked with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
For years, it had been the same routine, working all night. Ah, those beautiful faces. I wanted more. For me, for them, for our futures. There was this day that something changed. A simple moment of dress-up. It opened my eyes.
Take charge of your future and go big at CCM. Oh.
David Hashagen here from Big State Sports. You're watching free coverage of the best high school athletes across the Garden State.
This is George Muha, and you're watching Big State Sports.
George J. Keller and Sons want your house to be the kind of home for all to see. Best roofing, windows, siding too. Great solar and gutters, we're here for you. Our seasoned pros are unsurpassed, so give a call, we'll take your task. Transform your home, that's what we do. So give a call, we're here for you. For roofing, siding, windows, and solar, we do it all for you. George J. Keller and Sons.
Your family-owned operation since 1980. Call for your free estimate.
Go ahead, take a deep breath. Oh, nice, huh? That's some clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature.
That is good. Who installed the system?
ICS. They're the leaders in HVAC. They make the ductwork at their own factory, so we even save some money.
That's impressive. You recommend them?
It's ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Hey, Lorraine, go get a big plastic bag. Take some air home with you.
This is Christian Copeland, broadcaster for Big State Sports, and you're watching high school football right here on YouTube.
KJM Financial, helping families navigate the college application and financial aid process since 1988. Visit njcollegeguy.com to schedule your free consultation today. This is Zach Smolin with Big State Sports. We know fundraising can be tough for booster clubs and coaches. That's why we're excited about Leading Edge. They've helped programs raise tens of thousands of dollars in just a 1-hour fundraising drive. Scan this QR code or visit leadingedgefundraising.com and let them know that Big State Sports sent you. NIL deals mean opportunity, but also risk. Don't face it alone. Lyons & Associates reviews, negotiates, and protects your contracts so you could focus on winning on and off the field.
Mandelbaum Barrett PC Attorneys at Law provide you with a 360-degree approach for your personal and business legal needs, built on relationships relationships, support, and innovation, you can rely on Mandemont Barrett. Visit us at mblawfirm.com.
All right, back here at Maloney Stadium, Joel Kanya, TJ Verneri, and we're still at halftime, getting set for the third quarter. Phillipsburg 27-8 in the NJSIAA North 2 Group 4 sectional final. What a first half we had. I'll tell you what, Phillipsburg put on a show in that first half. There were fake punts. There was a pooch onside kick. There was a safety. And we got it all for you right here on Big State Sports. Again, always free. Thank you for joining us. The Big State Sports crew is here. Anthony Polk producing. George White on camera. What a great facility this is. Great atmosphere here at Phillipsburg High School. We'd like to thank our sponsors tonight, Five Guys, with locations all over New Jersey. Order a delicious burger, fresh cut fries while you're watching this game. They only use fresh ground beef. The fries are fresh cut, boardwalk style, and they don't have any freezers in any of their locations. Don't forget about those great milkshakes with multiple mix-ins. Five Guys. Also brought to you by GroupSpot. If you're tired of juggling emails, texts, and a dozen apps to keep your group organized, meet GroupSpot, the private all-in-one hub built for teams, clubs, families, and more. Control modifications, manage RSVPs, run subgroups without social media noise. Start your group today at groupspot.app. Also brought to you by Top Mental Game. Struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared and tight. Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best when it matters the most with Top Mental Game. Get the same personalized tools that professional athletes use to play with confidence, increase resilience, and build a champion's mindset. Visit topmentalgame.com. Schedule your free consultation. Big thank you to Lyons and Associates. NIL deals mean opportunity, but also risk. Don't face it alone. Lyons and Associates reviews, negotiates, and protects your contracts so you can focus on winning on and off the field. And brought to you by Zolnir Rings. When your season ends in victory, make it last forever with Zolnir Championship Rings, based right here in New Jersey. We're the #1 choice for high school championship rings in the Garden State. Memorialize your ring season with a Zolnir Championship Ring, crafted to celebrate champions. And Phillipsburg, the defending champion here, North 2 Group 4. They got on the scoreboard first with a 36-yard field goal by Alexi Morera, the senior. And then Montgomery answered them with a beautiful 35-yard touchdown pass to Abuba. And they got the two-point conversion. They had an 8-3 lead. On the ensuing drive, Phillipsburg goes 90 yards on a drive, a long touchdown pass to Moore. Their two-point conversion was good. It's 11-8. So back and forth we went in the first quarter. And then in the second quarter, a 1-yard run by Deck capped a 27-yard scoring drive, and that was off that pooch onside kick. So they took advantage of that. Phillipsburg did. It was 18-8. Then Phillipsburg got a safety on a terrific tackle, one of the best tackles and hits you're going to see all year by 32 Eddie O'Neill. Made it 20-8, and then a 13-yard great run by their sophomore quarterback Dominic Bracco. And that's where we stand, 27-8 at halftime, ready for the kickoff. TJ, incredible first half for Phillipsburg.
Like I said, we ended the first half.
Did you take a breath?
I did. I processed everything that's going on. I went back to the call sheet. I thought about some things, wrote some things down. So, wow, what a first half of football, and I'm very excited about the second.
We saw not only some great plays, but great players, talented athletes on this field, and just – tremendous stuff here that is, it's tough to come in here if you're Montgomery. We talked about the Cinderella season. This is their first sectional final in the history of this program. This program started for Montgomery in 2002, so they're very young.
Incredible.
I mean, for Phillipsburg, this is their 120th season of football. And of course, with their 752 career wins. Now, they just took all the players off the field. I thought they were ready for kickoff, but time is running down. Now they'll reset the clock to 12 minutes. But tough to come in. Montgomery got off to a really great start, you thought, after that big catch by Abuba, which was a fantastic throw by Christensen and a catch. The two-point conversion, they had a lot of momentum, but boom, right back came Phillipsburg, and they haven't looked back.
And they get the ball at half, so it'll be really critical, Joel, for them to get a touchdown on this drive. And again, success in the muddle huddle will be really good. We saw that on the two-point conversion, again, when you kind of have that exotic formation there off the field goal, the PAT team. So really, really important for them to go down, get a score, a touchdown right now, get a 2-point, and get yourself within 11.
Phillipsburg is the defending champ of North 2 Group 4, and they're looking to repeat. You know, before last year's sectional title, you don't know this, Phillipsburg's last sectional title was way back in 2018. So, and if you don't know the history of Phillipsburg, here's Montgomery getting the kickoff. The up back takes it at the 24-yard line, left side, run back by Walcott Gasira, and a first down for Montgomery. They'll take it over at their own 32. But before the 1990s, Phillipsburg played in the Pennsylvania League. They didn't even play in the New Jersey League, so they weren't in the New Jersey State playoff.
Yeah,
they weren't in any playoffs because Pennsylvania wouldn't accept them either. So they were in it for a few times in the 70s. They came back in the 90s, and they've been back ever since.
Yeah, really crazy, but it just it adds more to the Phillipsburg tradition and how they've done such a great job sustaining success over the course of their years.
18 finals berths, 9 titles. They're number 12 in the state of New Jersey. And hit hard is McFadden at the 35-yard line. Let's see that again.
Wow. Some of these hits are reminding me of times that I've been hit like this tonight.
You're hearing it in the press box. Everybody's oohing and eyeing.
A lot of hard hits tonight. And again, just throwing the bubble screen, so you coach up that single guy. Sometimes you might end up blocking. You might have a new number 1 to block. When you're blocking the perimeter, you block number 1, so the widest guy on the defense. But when teams vice, when they bring an extra guy down, you have a new most dangerous player. So it clouds up the blocking scheme, and obviously clouds up the window for the quarterback because he has to throw in someone in his face.
Christensen throws, completes it. Harrigan, another big hit, but a first down at the 47-yard line. Nice little passing play for Montgomery. Maybe they could get into some type of rhythm.
And my first thought was keep the tempo going. You get a completion, stay in rhythm.
Catch by that talented Xavier Harrigan. He's a junior. It's 5'8", 150. Very athletic.
Love watching Xavier Harrigan.
Shotgun for Montgomery. Little pitch, far side. This is Caden Miller, and he stepped out of bounds.
I love this scheme right here, Joel. And again, Phillipsburg is primarily a cover 3 team. So when you run the ball, you're thinking outside runs or your inside runs are going to bounce. So right here, Montgomery just calls a pin pull. They toss to the same side as the single receiver right here. So you really have a 1-for-1. One guy down, one pulls around, and you get a nice little run right there on the left sideline.
Got it into Phillipsburg territory to the 49-yard line. 2nd and 6, we'll call it, from the 49 for Montgomery in the white. Phillipsburg, the Stateliners in their home grays. Run up the middle, close to a first down.
Good call, good scheme there too. Quarterback inside zone with the lead blocker. You get yourself in a really 3rd and short situation.
So Christensen ran that just shy of a first down. Brody Lee was on the tackle for the Stateliners. So 3rd and inches here. It's right across from where we're standing.
This might be no quick huddle here.
Definitely 4-down territory if you're Montgomery. As up to the center is Christensen, the quarterback. Back. He's going to pass the football under pressure. Ducks away. Throws. An incomplete pass down at the 30-yard line. Looking for, I believe, who was that? Harrigan?
Yeah, tough. Again, when you're 3rd and short, everyone thinks, hey, you're going to load up the box, you're going to run a sneak, you're going to run a dive, whatever the case may be. Really hard taking those shots downfield in these shorter situations. But again, they're clearly going to go for it on this 4th down right here, which is why they did that.
In a shotgun,
Got him to jump.
And who jumped? Was it a false start?
Looks like Phillipsburg jumped from...
It was, yeah, you're right. It was offside on Phillipsburg, so nice job by the Cougars, and they got a first down.
That's a great job there, Joel, because we've seen Montgomery run what I call the freeze procedure. So you come up, you have a hard count play, and then you can call a play after, wherever the case may be, if they don't jump. But obviously they get the free yards, right? They get the fourth down conversion. Critical for them right now.
Placed on the 38.5-yard line. First down for Montgomery in Stateliner territory. Trailing by 19 early third quarter. Christensen back. Throws. Incomplete. Looking for McFadden. Throw is low, but good coverage by that secondary in the defense of the Stateliners.
You could start to see here too, Joel, and you can really, in any level of football, you'll see this. When the running back is even with the quarterback, high percentage chance it's going to be a pass, because you always coach up the running backs in the offset gun, toes on the heels of the quarterback. So let's see how that play selection kind of develops. Let's watch where that running back is on pre-snap here.
2nd and 10. Caden Miller tripped up, nowhere to go, maybe a yard on the play. Brought down for Phillipsburg, Aiden Highwell, who got his 13th and a half sack earlier this season.
What a year.
And no gain there, 3rd and 10.
You see NFL guys that can't even get 10 sacks.
Yeah.
So 13 and a half sacks at the high school level. Great job.
So 3rd and 10. They have to get it to the 28 and a half.
So playing the sticks again, you see right here from Phillipsburg, Joel. Maybe a free access throw, maybe even a run.
Christensen, little screen. Harrigan, nowhere to go, wrapped up. Great tackling by the Stateliners. Mike Bracco brings them down.
Yeah, especially when you go against that. And I call it picket fence in quotations, because picket fence is really a different coverage to me. When you play this 4 across deal, you really want to throw in the spots that they're not. So when you throw a bubble, you give the guys that are in the picket fence more time to react and undercut and play those routes.
So 4th and 12 here, TJ. I guess you have to go for it. You're down 19 points. You're in Phillipsburg territory. Why not, right?
Yeah, and your best plays and your best players. 3rd and 4th down. So let's see if they highlight Abuba right here, or maybe Harrigan, or even McFadden.
McFadden comes near side. Now goes back out. Christensen under pressure again. Christensen, Eddie Lee all over.
He's open.
Has a man open inside the 20.
Flag.
And he's brought down inside the 15-yard line. There is a flag down. Or is there?
It looked late. It looked late. It looked like after the play, again, or after the completion. Maybe they end up picking this one. Oh, so illegal man downfield, it looks like.
And that's what happens when you're scrambling a little bit. We'll see it here.
Yeah.
And yeah, right here, was it 50?
Yeah, it has to be. Really unfortunate, took a big play off the board right there. So now you take away the play and you're even further.
So they mark it back at the 40-yard line?
I think they're going to back up more.
They're gonna. That's the.
I'm guessing it'll be 4th and 17.
Yeah, that's where the line of scrimmage was. So they'll back it out. Yeah. So legal man downfield, back 5 yards.
4th and 17.
Yeah, 4th down and a long way to go for Montgomery. Do they punt here? You know, do you try to pin Phillipsburg and maybe let your defense do some work? Nope, they're going to go for it.
Again, everyone has their own way of calling a game. You're not wrong punting and trying to get a pin right here. Certainly you're trying to stay alive going for it right here. So gray area, I would say, for you, Joel.
4th and 17. They have to get it to the 28-yard line.
Flag.
Let's see what they can do. Whistles.
Delay game.
Flag. Yeah. Delay of game against Montgomery. Maybe they were just, I don't know, giving more room to punt.
Yeah. Again, you would love to have seen them hard count and maybe call a play and then maybe get a free 5 back, and then it's 4th and 7, or excuse me, 4th and 12 again. But punting, I think that's probably the right decision, because you'll get the score more polarized. And right now you can get them back up and maybe get the ball back and still keep this within 19 like you have it right now. So you maintain status quo, at least with a punt.
Sam Deck back deep for Phillipsburg. Also, Jason Blacknall. McFadden will punt it away for Montgomery. A line drive kick.
Needs a bounce here. Let it bounce.
And it got a really good Montgomery roll because that was not one of McFadden's best punts, but it got it down inside the 15 to the 12, 11-yard line. So they're going to start at their own 11-yard line.
Yeah, certainly a huge switch of position right there, change of possession right there for Montgomery.
So a 27-8 lead, a crazy first quarter.
Insane.
It's
been insane.
It was 11-8 after one quarter.
Even that fourth down sequence, Joel, a lot of madness. You got the neutral zone infraction or encroachment, whatever it was down there, and then you get a legal man downfield, delay a game, and you get a punt, now you're backed up. A lot of situations.
See Route 22 just off in the distance there, heading to the Easton Bridge. We're just a stone's throw away from the city of Easton, Pennsylvania. Run play for Phillipsburg across the 15 to the 16, 17-yard line. Good yardage on first down.
I still think if you're the Montgomery defense, you're playing pretty well. You had some crazy plays with the exotics on special teams, right? You had a unique pop pass, so again, keep everything in front of you. Keep putting 6, 7 guys in line of scrimmage, contain this run.
Now, the winner of this game plays the winner of Ramapo Northern Highlands. Last we heard, Northern Highlands was winning 21-14.
Oh, wow.
We haven't gotten an update since we're end of 3. We just got that update. 21-21.
Wow.
And whoever wins that game is coming here. Now, we saw Ramapo last week. They're a very good team. We know Northern Highlands very good. Great run.
Ramapo, really clean operation. We got another flag. Looks like some things are getting chippy down there too, Joel.
Yeah, late flag after the run.
Joel, can I give 2 shout-outs right now? We have
100%.
So I want to give a shout-out to my college quarterback, David Pindell. He's watching tonight. Spent some time, rookie minicamp invite with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Also spent some time with Montreal Alouettes in the CFL. DP, I know you're having a great night. Hope you're enjoying the game. And one other shout out to Kavi Damapala, was our video guy with the Memphis Showboats. He's now a video assistant with the Arizona Cardinals. So staff members just as important as your coaches and your players. Kavi did a great job helping me out. And I'm a little old school. I always request the MP4, the raw film. So again, a little old school in my approach. So Kavi was always great getting that stuff to me.
Hey, Kavi out there, I know you have to be impressed with these teams here, especially Phillipsburg, right? I mean, they're putting on a show tonight. This is why they're the winningest program in New Jersey State history.
Absolutely.
You're saying it right here.
Kavi and DP have both been watching these games pretty consistently, so I want to make sure to give out my love there. Shout out to those guys.
First down, run again after the penalty gave Phillipsburg the ball on the 45-yard line. I want to make a quick shout out also my mother-in-law who's in the hospital right now having some issues, and I want to say hello to Jean. Mama Jean, please get better, and we love you.
I send my well wishes to Mama Jean as well for you, Joel. Big State Sports, we're all family here.
100%.
All the same goal.
100%. She's down in Lynchburg, Virginia. So hello. I know we have some people watching in Lynchburg, Virginia. So hello down there. 5:50 to go, third quarter. Second down and 7. Up the middle. This is Phillipsburg football, TJ, right here.
No
Just
question.
Tough, up the middle, follow the line, Sam Deck all day.
And the Montgomery defense is still doing all they can do, Joel. They're playing cover 0. They're loading the box. They're matching personnel on the perimeter. That's how you stop the wing T. And continue to bring the heat. And don't be afraid to bring the heat, because, again, the plays become boom or bust, right? The more that you bring all of this pressure, all of this heat, it's gains of -2 or it's explosives for +50. Sometimes the +50s happen. We've seen it earlier in the game. But right now, Montgomery's containing them. They're getting short gains right now from Phillipsburg offensive perspective. So hopefully they can maintain that, keep that up.
3rd and 2 for Phillipsburg in Montgomery territory. They will run. It's Sam Deck, buries his head and falls forward, which I'm sure he's done all year long for the senior, down to the 39-yard line, and another Phillipsburg first down.
They are killing them with the under center counter. And again, when we talk about counter scheme, there's always 2 pullers. Sometimes we'll see Phillipsburg work with 3 pullers. I know you see on the call sheet here, Joel, like Georgia Tech is a big component of the triple puller, the super counter, I call it.
You just showed me your call sheet, TJ. I cannot read it. I think, I would need a microscope to read it. You have your
You can read Clark Kent,
Clark Kent,
you can see that.
My Clark Kent look-alike with his picture on his call sheet. He has Clark Kent in black and white, this
tonight. And here's Wargo bouncing it outside. A flag is thrown. That might come back.
Probably coming back.
Impressive picture, though, by Clark Kent right there.
I'm running out of ideas to find pictures of Clark Kent.
Watch the big fullback Wargo. Tyler Wargo.
You don't see a ton of 11 personnel from Phillipsburg on offense. So again, 1 running back and a tight end, 3 wideouts. So just working the dive play there.
He just buries his head.
There.
Also, he's a junior, 5'10", 220. He's a big boy.
Wouldn't want to tackle that guy. That's why I played offense.
You don't see too many fullbacks anymore.
No.
Right?
And there's ways to recreate them, Joel. I think you'll see it now in the NFL and college, and even some of the games that we've called. Teams kind of use that abridged tight end. They use them some different ways. They align him in a wing because really when you line up as a wing, you're not an inline player. You really are a new way of doing the fullback. But that's the modernized version of football now that we're seeing.
Bellis Field at Maloney Stadium here in Phillipsburg, Warren County, New Jersey. We are all over the state tonight. Championship night, sectional finals. Here is Moore taking the carry. Good yardage. Down to the 31-yard line. Shane Moore, who had that big catch for a touchdown in the first half.
Yeah, and really got to give credit to the Phillipsburg offensive line. Number one, how many runs have they blocked for tonight? How many called runs did they block for, which, again, amazing. But they're getting a great initial push, and they're dealing with 5 to 7 guys on the line of scrimmage every play. That's a headache when you're talking about, hey, what is my Mike declaration? Who are we working to? All those different things. So credit to the Phillipsburg offensive line tonight.
2nd and 2 for Phillipsburg, man in motion. Deck up the middle, just gets hard yardage after hard yardage down to the 26-yard line. And TJ, looking at your call sheet right there, you even write tiny. I mean, are those glasses magnified that you have
And my
on?
glasses are for distance, Joel. I'm nearsighted.
I don't believe you.
So, yeah, I put a lot on this call sheet. Again, it's built off of my template for calling plays, again, in my time as an offensive coordinator. But, again, I put all these different pictures I see, unique fronts, unique coverages, formations.
It's a great call sheet, but I can't read it, so it means nothing to me. But if you, I do blow it up when you send it to me during the week on my computer. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, and I can read it there because I need it really blown up. First down for Phillipsburg. Deck with a lot of speed out of the backfield, spins, and Montgomery trying to bring him down, finally brought down inside the 15 to the 13-yard line.
It warms my heart, though, Joel, because I know you use it when we talk about sometimes, hey, I'm looking for a stat, right? You look at the call sheet, it's there, all that. It was great because I was able, a nice run right here, just run counter again. But it was great this week, Joel. We found out on Monday this would be our game, and I was able to get a day ahead of my prep, which was awesome. So you get the call sheet a little bit ahead of time, and again, I get to watch another game, usually, sometimes multiple games. So it's been a great week of prep, and I'm excited to be here at Phillipsburg.
Very exciting night, 27-8 Phillipsburg. There's an injury timeout. By the way, TJ got me a gift tonight. he got me a couple boxes. I told him one time I like Milk Duds, and I haven't had them in a while. He got me a couple boxes of Milk Duds, but also TJ got me we took a picture in Caldwell, I believe.
Yes.
Might have been our first broadcast.
It was our first game together.
And you got me a pint glass, right? And with that picture on the pint glass.
Yes.
And it says Big State Sport.
It says 2025 Big State Sports Dream Team.
There you go. I loved it.
So put a little filter on the photo, and then again wrote a nice note to Joel, because Joel, you've been an amazing mentor to me. This has been new space for me. I'm just a coach. I'm a football player, whatever the case may be. So this has been a new journey for me. I've loved every minute working with you. I hope we have 2 more games together, and we have 2 more. So we'll see how that plays out.
I can't wait to have a drink out of that pint, man. I love it.
Whatever refreshment you're feeling on a Sunday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, I hope you enjoy it and think about us calling games together.
Wargo up the gut. Look at him drag that pile inside the 5 to the 1-yard line, and a 1st and goal for Phillipsburg. Yeah, I will always get to see your face right on the glass, right?
It'll take you right back to the call sheet, all the jokes that we've told. So
watch Wargo just barreling in, carrying the pile. The big boy gets down to the 1.
And pushing the pile on the 2nd level, right? You're an offensive lineman, you see a guy with the ball, go push the pile. There's no penalty against that.
This drive started at their own 11-yard line.
Incredible.
Don't forget.
Sustained drive, full house again. Here's the dive again.
1st and goal, diving into the end zone. is Deck. Touchdown, Phillipsburg. And it is now 33-8.
So you can tell here from that game against Colonia last week, Joel, they ran that play 3 times and scored. We've seen it 2 times on the 1-yard line, plus or minus. They scored both times, so 5 times in 2 weeks. They're hitting full house dive right down the middle.
Sam Deck going airborne into the end zone, 1-yard run.
I want to talk about field goal protection and PAT protection because I haven't got to it yet with all the exciting plays we've had. You look back at the film, there's a little bit of maybe some leakage on the left side of this PAT team. We've seen it every time tonight. You saw right there, the right side has had some issues. So it's really 4 PATs that they've attempted, and there's been 4 kind of plays of an extra rusher there on that right side.
34-8 P-Burg. 1:47 to go, 3rd quarter. We'll take a break. We'll be back right here on the Big State Sports Network.
New Jersey Siding and Windows. We are a family-owned residential remodel firm. Everything we offer here is quality and comes with great warranties. If it's a residential home, there's no home too big for us to work on.
Here at Open Road Cadillac, everybody gets treated just like family. We always make sure we find the right car for you.
The 2025 Cadillac Lyriq, now for the limited time price of only $529 a month. Open Road Cadillac of Morristown in Florham Park, New Jersey.
Right back, Maloney Stadium. Great venue for football. Historic venue for football in the state of New Jersey. Bellis Field at Maloney Stadium in Phillipsburg.
What a night.
It's just been an unbelievable just atmosphere. They're used to this here. Yeah. This is just normal. But it's, you know, a chance in New Jersey. If anybody ever gets a chance, head out to P-Burg, watch a football game on a Friday night. It is a sight to be seen. There's no doubt.
If you just love football,
it's just great.
Why not? You're in the area. Come on down.
Kick goes into the end zone.
An incredible facility too, Joel. The hospitality we've received here at Phillipsburg has been amazing.
They rolled out the red carpet.
They did.
For you especially.
No, that's for you, Joel. You're the celebrity, not me.
These, you know, assistant coaches from all these teams have long conversations, showing them videos, which is insane. Although you weren't getting a good signal
which is
your
crazy,
carrier. I'm not going to mention the carrier though.
I saved the video to my phone, so my camera roll wasn't working. So probably something wrong with my phone, And it's funny, though, that the play was probably not meant to show because it was an error that Montgomery had in that Woodbridge game, so it didn't matter anyway.
What a year Montgomery has had. They got to this game by defeating Woodbridge, who they lost to earlier in the season. But trailing big here. Let's see what they can do. Christensen over the middle. Nice grab across the 35. That's Harrigan with the catch. Deck on the tackle.
What a catch. And again, another catch in traffic. Those are the hardest plays to make, Joel, because you make a catch and then you get hit, especially over the middle. It takes a lot of courage to do that. Great job there by Xavier Harrigan.
3rd quarter being brought to you by Open Road Mazda of Morristown. Has your back. Discover affordable, dependable vehicles for less than $15K, backed by that rock-solid 5-day money-back guarantee. Drive with confidence. Drive with Open Road Mazda of Morristown. Check that link below for more details. Christensen goes deep, near side. No flag on the play.
Yeah, surprising there.
Yeah, it looked like he was grabbing him all the way down. The intended receiver was Obina Obuba, who has that big touchdown. He's not complaining, though, so.
No.
Incomplete pass.
That's tough. If I was Sean Carty right now, I would be very unhappy. But again, keep yourself in this game. Keep your guys inspired. If the score's not what you want tonight,
and once again, we're in this Iron Peak broadcast booth. Great broadcast booth here in P-Burg, offering 4 indoor hard courts, batting cages, massive turf dome, rock climbing walls, and an arcade. There's something for everyone down in Hillsborough. Iron Peak Sports and Events. Little screen over the middle. This Miller gets hammered, but it gets the first down at midfield. Hammered by Jason Blacknall.
Really good job working the slip screen right here. And we haven't seen Caden Miller touch the ball in a while. So again, slip middle screen. Wow. Again, able to make a few guys miss and again take another big hit.
Caden Miller has taken two of the biggest hits tonight.
No question.
Wow, and that was Blacknall with that big hit.
And it's funny, too, Joel, because we were talking about the Xavier Harrigan play. He just got hit. You play slot receiver, you play running back, you're going to get hit a lot. And you're a tough dude. You can play those positions, and credit to those guys.
Down under 40 seconds now, third quarter. Christensen throws a little screen again. Miller a little behind him, and he couldn't handle it.
Looked a little high, too. Again, sometimes those are the biggest plays, Joel, because you have a drive route underneath, just somebody running across the middle, and then you're back on kind of a load or burst route. You get a glorified mesh there. So sometimes a linebacker loses him in coverage, and it ends up a big play. Would have been a big play if it was completed, certainly.
So back to midfield, 2nd and 10, 32 seconds. Third quarter, Montgomery needs a score in the worst way just to get back into this rhythm of this game. Phillipsburg has scored the last 31 points in this game. They were trailing 8-3 at one point. Christensen throwing, has a man, completes. Nice job by the receiver. And a first down inside the 20-yard line. Catch by Koa Dimitriou. And I tell you what, he did a nice job. He came back to that ball.
Yeah, what a grab. Honestly, when the play breaks down, it comes down to quarterback-receiver relationship. And again, it's those extra reps in the summertime and the off-season, right? Hey, I got a feel for how you throw the football with the spiral, how you move when you move, how you catch a football when you move the pocket. I love seeing that Montgomery's using tempo right now with a big play.
First down from the 17 of Phillipsburg. Whistle blows, and a false start will be called against Montgomery. So they just can't get into any groove here offensively.
Yeah, and it's really hard. They had a false start against Woodbridge, but procedural penalties are always going to take you out of rhythm. And again, you just had a rhythm completion right there down the field. Again, a big chunk, something you needed. And then you go back another 5. It's debilitating.
By the way, I have another shout out. Dave Bendel, who owns, big sponsor of ours on Big State Sports. He owns Washington Flooring, so shout out to Washington Flooring.
Hi, Dave.
Parkland and Easton are playing. Evidently, it's a big game across the river, and it's 28-17 Easton. Both teams were 12-0 going into that game. So thank you, Dave, for those updates. Incomplete pass there for Montgomery. I know a lot of people around here in Phillipsburg wants to know that Easton score. And I'm sure that's a playoff game across the river.
Yeah, I think Pennsylvania just started their playoff brackets this weekend.
That's the end of the third quarter, 34-8 Phillipsburg over Montgomery. The North 2 Group 4 sectional final. We'll be back right here on Big State Sports. Fourth quarter coming up.
Of Morristown, we strive to provide a stress-free, knowledgeable, positive buying experience. No matter your budget, we'll find the right car for you.
Drive home the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for just $229 a month.
Check us out for yourself.
Provide your team or athlete with quality trophies, medals, plaques, and awards with Performance Trophy and Medals of Randolph. Call us today at 973-989-8775.
Pick Your Cards is located on Route 46 in Ledgewood. Our huge inventory can be shopped online at pickyourcards.com, where you can use the code BIGSTATESPORTS for an extra discount.
There you see the score heading to the fourth quarter, 2nd and 15 for Montgomery in Phillipsburg territory. Joel Kanya and Memphis Showboats tight ends wide receiver coach TJ Vernieri with you on Big State Sports. How about that pass? And how about Mr. Harrigan again?
Yeah, and I've had that, it's funny, I've had that situation marked on every call sheet the past like 2 weeks since. When you have an uncovered player, you saw it in the Kansas City-Detroit Lions game a few weeks ago. Throw it now to that guy. Hey, nobody's there, and again, it's a second level throw, a little bit different, so not the exact situation, but just a quick little pass there off 3 verts. Nice completion there for Montgomery.
3rd and 2, they did not get the first down on that. 3rd and 2, that was a 2nd and 15, so a 13-yard play. Back to Caden Miller, nowhere to go, just a slew of gray jerseys, including for Phillipsburg. That was Aiden Highwell, who's been all over the place also.
Yeah, that formation has not been really good to Montgomery tonight. That was what got them hit off the backed up situation. Again, they run a pin pull off the toss action, so a little bit different concept. But again, Phillipsburg has a plan for that formation. They're probably bringing 5 to 6, probably playing cover 1. It's been really tough for Montgomery to get that going.
Trips near side for Montgomery, a 4th and 6. Here we go. Christensen throws, completes it, backing into the first down inside the 5-yard line. And I believe that was Harrigan again with the grab.
He was one of my favorite players to watch on the tape. When you look back into previous weeks there, Joel, just a clutch catch. And again, you talk about it all the time when the game's on the line. Who are you giving the ball to? And you're seeing right now from Xavier Harrigan and some of the other core skill guys here from Montgomery.
So 1st and goal from the 3 for the Cougars.
There's no quit in this team.
Christensen, that's right, and he'll take it himself. Up the gut, does not get in. And a nice job by Eddie Neal with the tackle there, the inside linebacker, Eddie O'Neal. Has had a great night defensively for P-Bird.
Yes.
Like all of them have, really.
Absolutely, and certainly no quit for Montgomery. They're substituting a little bit interesting. Again, you want to still keep going. Again, goal to go, red zone, very unique situations. You really have to script those out, really think about those calls. You got something you like, but right now the time, really critical.
2nd and goal, Christensen trying to get pushed in, and he cannot get in.
It looked like a Phillipsburg defender jumped on the right side. But again, sometimes you invite your own problems when you wedge split, you get everybody close in there. It's hard for the quarterback to get the snap off from the T formation.
We have a P-Bird player down. We'll take a break. 9:35 on the clock in the 4th quarter. Injury timeout. We'll be back right here on Big State Sports.
Struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared? Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best when it matters the most with Top Mental Game. Your talent sets the floor. Your mindset sets the ceiling. When the moment comes, will you be ready?
This holiday, Verizon's got the craziest deal ever with iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch. All on them. But no getting it if you're naughty. You just ate. Don't worry. We know what list you're on. I'm always watching. Always watching. Not always. Boundaries.
Get the powerful new iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch, all for $0. No trade-in needed on any plan.
Bring back the injured player, Elijah Montgomery, the junior for P-Bird. He walked off on his own power. Should mention the winner of this game, which it looks like it's going to be P-Bird, is going to play here next week against either Northern Highlands or Ramapo. They're in overtime up in Ramapo in Bergen County. Carey, again, the quarterback keeps it. Christensen, nothing there. And that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Yes, sometimes, again, when you invite more people into the box, you create more problems for yourself. So again, it looked like they were running a quarterback power variation. They kind of have that abridged fullback in the B gap. So look, this is going to be unique right here, Joel. They're going to use the muddle huddle sequence on 4th down, which again, really good concept, really good idea. They scored on it previously. I'm excited to see this right now.
Muddle huddle, back to pass. Christensen looking, throwing, incomplete, no flags. And P-Bird, no, there is a flag down. Check that, a flag down, offside against P-Bird.
There you go. Just the breakdown Montgomery needed. Don't be surprised, Joel, if they come out in the muddle huddle again. Because sometimes you get teams to really think about it and get really messed up. I know I mentioned a previous broadcast, but the 2019 Miami Dolphins scored a touchdown off similar concept. Because again, your formation's not balanced. It really makes the defense communicate and talk about this individual play.
4th and goal.
So now they mark it on the 1. 4th and goal from the 1. There's the muddle huddle again. How about that?
And you can't tell the levels of the receivers, but the center might be eligible if he's the end man on line of scrimmage.
And a little pitch to Miller into the end zone and a touchdown. That's a passing touchdown.
Yeah, absolutely.
By Christensen to Miller.
You talk about like the jet toss concept, which again, really underutilized. You see a lot of NFL teams do it. And again, run it to success. But you get everybody on one side, you motion a guy over, you flip it to him, he's got one man to beat. Really simple, easy concept. I think we're going to see the muddle huddle again.
34-14, Miller on a 1-yard touchdown reception. They will kick the extra point. McFadden in. That was an 80-yard drive by Montgomery.
Yeah, really good drive.
Kick is up, partially blocked, and it's no good.
Wow. It looked like it was going to sneak in there at the end. It'll be really critical what they do on this kicking play right now.
8:34 to go, fourth quarter, 34-14. We'll be back. Sectional championship, North 2, Group 4, Big State Sports.
This is Zach Smolin, play-by-play commentator, and you're staying frosty for free right here on Big State Sports.
Don't wait. Your dream ride is waiting at Garden State Harley-Davidson. From Harley legends to rugged CF Moto off-road beasts, the season's best selections here now. Route 10 East Morris Plains.
All right, back here at Maloney Stadium in Phillipsburg, New Jersey on Big State Sports. Playoffs, sectional finals all the way around. I know Ramapo and Northern Highlands are in overtime right now up in Ramapo. That must be a great game.
Yeah.
Both those teams very good. We had a chance to see Ramapo last week.
Another great facility there at Ramapo. Really hospitable to us last week, so shout out to those guys. Thank you for hosting us.
Madison Shabazz going on right now. Sectional, how about Kinnelon Butler on
Surprise
the blue field?
onside, they got it.
Did they get it? Yes, they did. Montgomery recovers.
Huge play. Never say never.
Never. You know what? Listen, you're down 20 points. 8:33. You never know.
And now we can break out the 2-point chart because it goes to down 20. So thank goodness. But again, still unbalanced. They're 6x4 there on the kickoff coverage team.
And he did grab it past the
job.
10-yard marker. That's a great onside kick by Montgomery.
And excellent, too, when you recover an onside kick, Joel, lay to your side. Because if you lay on the football, everyone's going to lay on you and you're going to crush your ribs. So great job. And if you're the first guy to see the first person recover it, get on top of them. Just put your hands on so nobody else can touch the football.
So they'll start on the Phillipsburg 48-yard line, trailing by 20. NJSIAA North 2 Group 4
I take
state
a shot.
sectional final. Christensen will run, nothing there. Good run by Christensen, gets about 10, out of bounds, clock stops.
And you need that. Upfield and out of bounds, critical right now. And off-script plays, really critical. We've seen a lot of that from Jack Christensen tonight. We're going to need even more of that right now.
He gets 9 on the play, so a 2nd and 1.
I'm going to check my 2-point charts. You see this, Joel. We haven't looked at this in a few weeks.
No.
So this is the trail by side. So right now, Montgomery trails by 20, which still says kick the PAT would be their decision. Again, that's according to my chart, my analytics. Everyone has their own version, but
well,
just
your
kick the
version
PAT.
is the best, TJ. You got to admit. Caden Miller, right side.
Imagine doing a 3-point chart for a United Football League game. Crazy, crazy. Because there's no analytics behind it. You don't have much data. So a lot of interpretation and things to talk about when you consider those situations.
First down for Montgomery at the 34-yard line. Phillipsburg coming in 9 and 1. Again, if they hold on to this, they're going to have a home game. It'll be the North Group 4 final and the state semifinal next week here at Phillipsburg, either at Ramapo or Northern Highlands. And Harrington off his fingertips, intercepted for Phillipsburg. And here goes Mike Bracco, the 30. Can he get there? And he is finally brought down by Christensen, the quarterback, inside the 10-yard line.
That's a
so
backbreaker.
Off of Harrigan and right to Michael Bracco.
That's a backbreaker. And again, they had it open. So it looked like they're running it against cover 6. Just all hitches, again, is a good zone answer. You just throw it where the coverage isn't when you have all hitches. But again, a broken play. The ball gets tipped in the air off of the hands of the receiver right there. And just a really good heads-up play there by Bracco.
62-yard return, it looked like, for Bracco. And a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Now, if you're Phillipsburg, you could be really aggressive. And again, you have a huge lead right now. You're up 20. But again, maybe your Wildcat package, maybe something that you've had a lot of success. I would expect a little under center counter right now. We've seen them running that to a lot of success tonight.
Sam Deck in the backfield, but they give it to the fullback. I believe that was Wargo. Back to maybe a yard on the play. Give him.
Shane Moore.
That was Shane Moore with the carry.
We didn't get counter, we got power there. So again, I was kind of right, however you want to look at it. But again, good concept, good, something that they've had a lot of success over the course of this year. And again, second down and goal
TJ,
right now.
you're never kind of right. You're always right. Haven't we talked to you about that in
you are the quarterback
meetings?
Yes, you're the quarterback, though, of the broadcast. So honestly, it takes me back to my playing days. And again, in my career as an assistant coach. But again, I'm just a wide out. I'm one of the skill guys. I'm probably a little too light to be an offensive lineman.
Well, the glasses. Deck, right side, still on his feet, inside the 4-yard line. Impressive. Don't forget, we're going to have our Iron Peak Player of the Game coming up on our social medias. We have the Player of the Game t-shirt to hand out, so check that out next week on our socials. That most wanted Big State Sports Player of the Game t-shirt. All the athletes around New Jersey wants that t-shirt, so stay tuned. I wonder who that's going to be here. Still trying to figure it out, though I have an idea.
And what an opportunity for high school football players, Joel, in our broadcast to have the t-shirt, to have the camaraderie, obviously get a shout out on our social media. So it's great calling games in Big State Sports, and I know the players that we see are inspired to be a part of it.
It's a Wildcat again. Look at the moves by Deck. And gang tackled inside the 5-yard line. And by the way, TJ, our social media, we get 3 to 4 million views a week.
Yeah. So you get a huge platform here on Big State Sports. But I wanted to look at this, invite a lot of people into this party. Again, when you're getting shotgun run, right, without a read component, as a ball carrier, you have to work laterally before you work vertically, kind of let those blocks develop because you don't have a mesh to take the time of those blocks. So just wanted to point that out. Again, 4th and goal looks like right now. Looks like Phillipsburg's going to go for it. Why not?
Under 6 minutes remaining. The ball is on the 3, so 4th and goal from the 3. Play clock down to 5 seconds. They're not ready to hike the ball, so they're going to call timeout or a flag.
It looks like...
Yeah. Timeout.
Yeah.
Phillipsburg wants the timeout.
Yeah, it looked like for a second a referee was standing over the football, so usually that means there's a stoppage or trying to get a substitution, whatever the case may be, but just a timeout there from Phillipsburg.
Let's take a quick break. 5:31 to go, a 20-point advantage for Phillipsburg. They have a 4th and goal upcoming. We'll be back.
Driving School, located in Newton, New Jersey, offers the required 6-hour training for 16-year-old GDL candidates. We offer 7-day-a-week instruction, road test service, and in-office knowledge testing and vision checks. Call to schedule at 973-209-1555. Let's get you on the road to freedom.
Tired of tired floors? At Washington Floors, we're a family-owned business in Washington, New Jersey. From cozy carpets to stunning hardwoods, we've got your floor covered, literally. Fully insured, fully trusted. Call Washington Floors today at 908-989-0111. Again, that's 908-989-0111.
If you're Montgomery.
Classic Maloney Stadium in Phillipsburg, New Jersey. And a classic type of Phillipsburg winning right now, up by 20. 752 wins in this program's career in the 120 years of this program. 752, looking for 753, into the end zone, and a touchdown for Phillipsburg, and that is Donovan Sampson, the tight end, with the 4-yard grab.
What a design, Joel. I love what they're doing with the quarterback and running back off some of these Wildcat concepts, because again, the formation is unbalanced to start because the quarterback is not behind the center. So again, it gets his defense, hey, where's the field, right? Where's the strength of the formation? Everyone gets kind of messed up. You lose a receiver in your count, and he just pops over for a touchdown.
It's 40-14. Sampson, 4-yard touchdown reception, and that's a couple of touchdown passes by Bracco, the sophomore quarterback tonight.
Two great designed plays, well-designed plays. And again, you know, Joel, I'm not a huge wing T guy, all the triple option.
You're not.
I'm a little bit different. Everybody's allowed to be different in their strategy, but I always learn something new when I watch a wing T offense, when I watch triple option. I personally enjoy watching the Army Black Knights play football and run the triple option. I always think of new runs. I always think of some unique passes, and Phillipsburg displayed that tonight.
I'd like to thank tonight's sponsors, Five Guys, Locations all over New Jersey. Those delicious burgers, fresh cut fries. While you're watching this game, sounds good to me. And don't forget those great milkshakes at Five Guys. Also, Group Spot. If you're tired of juggling emails, texts, and a dozen apps to keep your group organized, meet Group Spot. Go to groupspot.app. Folks, we use that app. All the broadcasters here on Big State Sports. Check it out. It's very fun. It's a lot easy to use. How about Top Mental Game? Brian Price does a great job with Top Mental Game. And if you are struggling with confidence, inconsistency, playing scared and tight, just go to Brian Price at Top Mental Game. He'll get it going for you. TopMentalGame.com. Free consultation. NIL deals mean opportunity, but also risk. Contact Lyons and Associates, where you could focus on winning on and off the field. Kick by Phillipsburg and bounced at the 23-yard line. Harrigan brings it across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Also brought to you by Zollner Rings. When your season ends in victory, make it last forever with Zollner Championship Rings. Celebrate, memorialize ring season here in New Jersey. Zollner Championship Ring, crafted to celebrate champions. So Montgomery takes over 41-14 Phillipsburg with 5:21 to go. And they're going to take over on their own 32-yard line. Do we have a score on the Northern Highlands?
28-27, Ramapo and overtime.
Leading or winning? It's not over. It is not 28-27. Thank you.
Wow.
28-27, Ramapo over Northern Highlands. They're an OT. Throw over the middle, and that is incomplete. Good job. Good double coverage by the Stateliners.
Looks like a Booba is a little shaken up, and a DB in the Phillipsburg secondary.
Yeah, Blacknall was in there, and also I can't get that number.
I think it was 20.
For Phillipsburg, that's the case.
Birmingham.
That was no one Birmingham, the sophomore. So now we do this, we'll take a break. Injury timeout. 5:16 on the clock, 41-14. North 2 Group 4 State Championship. We'll be back.
Iron Peak Sports and Events offers 4 indoor hard courts, batting cages, a massive turf dome, rock climbing walls, and an arcade. Birthdays, corporate events, special events, and team building. We also offer adult leagues, youth clinics, lessons, and tournaments. At Iron Peak, there's something for everyone. Located at 137 Mountain View Road in Hillsborough, New Jersey. To book or for more information, please contact us at 908-758-2739 or visit ironpeakse.com.
You'll find the real deal on Volkswagen at Open Road Volkswagen of Bridgewater. We're fully stocked with the latest VW vehicles, including the 2025 Volkswagen Taos, just $299 a month. You'll find the real deal at Open Road Volkswagen of Bridgewater.
Hey parents, Anchor Golf and Recreation is now registering full and half-day golf camps. Anchor Golf Day Camps are designed to teach children fundamentals of golf. To register your child for golf camp, go online and click the registration tab at anchorgolfcenter.com. Anchor now has 4 dedicated outdoor lighted pickleball courts. Call to reserve your court today. Check out Anchor's 18-hole miniature golf course.
Back in Phillipsburg, Christensen starts this drive rolling right. And he'll step out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. So that is a final. Ramapo wins an OT to win the North 1 Group 4 sectional title, 28-27 over Northern Highlands. So congratulations to the Raiders and their great quarterback. We saw him last week. And now Ramapo will come here to Phillipsburg, and we're hoping to be back here next week.
I would love to be back here. How do we make that happen,
Joel?
Joel?
We have a pretty good shot at coming back here next week. So we're going to be somewhere next week in these big championship matches.
And we know both teams really well.
Ramapo will play Phillipsburg next week. Back to pass. Knocked away. Incomplete pass. Good defense for the Stateliners. Tyler Chappelle, he's a sophomore, out on the field.
In this drive, Joel, obviously the game is out of hand. It's all about pride right now. Again, you're Montgomery. You've had an incredible season. Sean Carty, all of his staff, they've done an amazing job this year. They have nothing to feel bad about. Their heads should be held up high, regardless of how the rest of this game plays out. But again, your players, keep playing, execute the offense. And put your best foot out there to finish the season.
What a season by Sean Carty and his team. 8-3 coming into tonight. And it's tough coming into Phillipsburg and winning. That's incomplete on 4th down, so they'll turn it over on downs. Well, look at their season. They won a couple of overtime games. One against at Hopewell Valley, then home against Linden. Big win over Summit. Or no, they lost to Summit. My bad. They lost by 3 to Summit, but big win over Somerville at Somerville. They defeated Woodbridge. They lost to Woodbridge 41-31. Then they come back and beat Woodbridge.
That's a tough schedule.
Yeah, a very tough schedule.
That's a very tough schedule to come out with 8 wins. And this team has only had 1 playoff win, I think, since its existence in 20 or so years.
Before this year. So now they have 3 playoff wins, 2 of them this year. Yeah.
How do we upvote Sean Carty for an offseason award?
Excellent.
Because very deserving of it.
Probably will be Coach of the Year in the Big Central Conference.
Should be.
They shared the championship in the Liberty Silver in the Big Central Conference. They were co-champs. So a great season for the Montgomery Cougars.
Jordan on the carry.
So a carry there by Phillipsburg. They have the ball. They're going to run this clock ticking at 4:32.
And it's tough. There's only one team, Joel, that ends their season happy. Any level of football. So you're bound to face adversity and obviously deal with challenges, but it's all about how you respond. You're a senior player. How are you going to take that into your offseason training and hopefully play at the next level? All those questions you have to ask yourself in your self-reflection.
Inside handoff, a couple of yards inside the 35. How about Phillipsburg? You look at the last 4 weeks of their season if they keep winning. So they've won the section. They're going to win this sectional title, right? North 2 Group 4. So they won 3 games to win this sectional title. Next week they go to the Group 4 semifinal game, which is the North Jersey Championship.
A new bracket is formed.
And they're going to play Ramapo. The following week, they play their biggest game of the year, Thanksgiving Day, at Lafayette College against Easton. And that's on everybody's minds right now. And then the following week, if they win next week against Ramapo, they will play either at Rutgers or MetLife for the state championship. I mean, look, these weeks, big week after big game after big game after big game. Of course, the biggest game is Easton on Thanksgiving.
And something to consider, Joel, that team that they play, again, assuming they progress all the way, they'll have a bye week on Thanksgiving, so they'll have time off where Phillipsburg will be playing a game.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So that's an interesting development because, again...
And the biggest emotional game of their year.
No question. And on a short week. So less time for prep. All those different things. So that's certainly going to factor in as they get on their playoff run. But I'm sure Phillipsburg is built for it. They've done a great job tonight.
Just running the football, 4th down here. They pitch it back, and a bad pitch, and it looks like Montgomery might have recovered. No, it was recovered by Phillipsburg. That is Marcus Jordan, the freshman. He's been running the football there for the Stateliners. So they turn the ball over on downs, and it'll go back to Montgomery with 2:31 to go as they'll take over at their own 39-yard line. But a lot of games tonight on our network, and again, all our broadcasts absolutely free. We depend on all our great sponsors. And folks, if you want to sponsor, get on advertising here on Big State Sports. Great way to get in front of your communities. Great way to get in front of your communities, and also share some social media in front of our millions of eyeballs. Just shoot us an email. Love to talk to you. George at BigStateSports.com. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, we do over 1,500 broadcasts per year of every sport there is. We still have a ton of championships to go. Girls, boys, soccer championships yet. Football next weekend.
Gonna be a delay game
against Montgomery, so they'll bring it back.
They only had 10 on the field, it looked like, Joel, so they subbed Caden Miller in there late.
So 1st and 15 for the Cougars. 41-14, a couple of touchdown runs by Deck. Bracco's got a couple of touchdown passes.
Really exciting game across the board,
It really was. I mean, the first quarter was just wild.
Yeah.
If you want to see everything in a football game, watch the first quarter.
I mean, a
punts,
safety, yeah.
Safety, onside, kick, recovery, pooch.
I had no time to say hello to you. Hey, Joel,
nothing.
how you doing?
There's Trey McFadden, one of the solid seniors. Look at his athleticism from McFadden. Turns the corner near side. Gets across the 50 into Phillipsburg territory. Nice little play by Trey McFadden. Of course, over 60 receptions on the year for McFadden.
And that's the thing, Joel. We talked about the self-reflection. Sometimes it's your last football game of your high school career and all those different things. It carries into how you attack the next challenge. So when you look yourself in the mirror, do you say, hey, I left everything out there? And again, I could speak for myself, other teammates that I've had. You look yourself in the mirror and say, no, I gave everything I got today as a player, as a coach, and you don't have that doubt. And that's what propels you into the next challenge, the next time you face adversity.
And again, hats off. This is a senior-led team, no doubt about it, for Montgomery. So they will be graduating, and their final time really on the football field, always bittersweet. Christensen is one of them, the quarterback. He'll take it near side. Good run by Christensen.
He's got to be close to 100 rushing yards, would be my guess.
Steps out of bounds at about the 35, so first down into Phillipsburg territory. Jack Christensen.
And yeah, I want to make this an emphasis. I want to endorse Sean Carty for an off-season award for his work.
Yeah,
and a rookie head coach.
Big Central Conference Coach of the Year. It's got to be.
I firmly want to endorse whatever my opinion is worth to all of our viewers and anybody that checks into this. I want to endorse Sean Carty.
I'll tell you what, too. They got off to a great start tonight. Coming into this tough stadium.
Momentum. It comes down to the momentum, Joel, the surprise pooch onside, however you want to call it,
that going on. That changed it all.
It starts there. It starts with rhythm.
Christensen in the slot, catch, great grab, run inside the 5-yard line. And that was Trey McFadden. Check that out.
These guys are still playing. Just run 4 verts. Again, your concepts are really limited. You're basically in 2-minute offense right now. Everyone down the field. Again, that third vertical is designed to clear out that free safety. Again, Harrigan didn't get totally over the middle of the field. Everyone coaches a little bit differently. So, again, 2 high structures. You go to that number 2 receiver. That's what it looked like they hit right there on Trey McFadden.
See why he had over 60 catches this year.
Certainly.
First and goal at the 4. Quick pass near side. Harrigan gets into the end zone and a touchdown for Montgomery. It's now 41-20. Just a quick pass to Harrigan.
Just working the bubble screen. And again, a lot of people build their bubble screens, Joel, off of RPO. Again, you have a run tag at inside zone, power, whatever the case may be. Most of the time, you could just drop back and call it. So this is a possible play. So inside zone, possible bubble. You got the numbers to the field. Your number 1 receiver blocks number 1, which is the widest player on the defense. Number 2 blocks number 2. And then it's up to your ball carrier, your bubble runner, to make a play.
61-yard drive for Montgomery. Extra point. McFadden is good. And it's 41-21 in favor of Phillipsburg. We'll take our last break. 1:40 to go. 4th quarter. We'll be back.
Anchor Golf and Recreation is now registering full and half-day golf camps. Anchor Golf Day Camps are designed to teach children fundamentals of golf. To register your child for golf camp, go online and click the registration tab at anchorgolfcenter.com. Anchor now has 4 dedicated outdoor lighted pickleball courts. Call to reserve your court today. Check out Anchor's 18-hole miniature golf course with new features. It's fun for the whole family. Anchor Golf and Recreation offers so much more. Call or see us at anchorgolfcenter.com.
Athletic Fields of America, a Tenkata company based in Morris Plains, New Jersey, is dedicated to enhancing the athletic experience for students, faculty, and visitors by transforming sports facilities into premier venues for competitive and recreational activities. We've installed over 1,000 fields, and we continue to focus on innovation and excellence. We partner with our clients to revitalize their existing athletic fields and create new ones from the ground up through meticulous planning, state-of-the-art materials, and expert craftsmanship. Whether it's a professional stadium or a community field, we are building healthier, more beautiful.
1:40 to go. Kickoff for Montgomery, trailing by 20. 4th quarter. And Phillipsburg will take over at their own 25. Real quick, I just turned on the Shabazz Madison game, 1 versus 7 North Section 2, Group 2, 16-14 in favor of Madison in that game. Late. 2.5 minutes to go.
Certainly interesting. I got one more shout out for you, Joel. So again, I have more time to check my phone, but I got another message from a teammate of mine in college, Tyler Davis. So drafted in the 6th round by the Jacksonville Jaguars in 2020, I believe. Played for the Colts, Packers. His first catch of his career was from Aaron Rodgers, so really great there.
Wow.
And just finished his career with the New England Patriots. And again, he's probably still looking to play, so didn't finish your career. I misspoke there. But again, Tyler Davis, great teammate of mine. It's so funny. Yesterday I was just talking about being at his wedding a few years ago. So congrats to him. They just had their first baby. Tyler
so I
and
got
his
some
wife.
homework for Tyler.
Yes.
Okay, Tyler, critique your buddy TJ tonight. I want you to go back all the way through, and I want to know your critique on TJ Vernieri's color commentary tonight. I thought it was A+ myself, but I want to hear from
TD. We always call him, but TD always hits me up after the game. Hey, great job! But I was able to check my phone, so I saw. So TD, I know you're watching. Hope you're enjoying the game. Hope you're doing well.
Victory formation for Phillipsburg. With 47 seconds to go, they'll have to take one more knee. Or will they? There's like a second difference, so they're going to have to take one more knee.
Take one more.
But how about Montgomery? Congratulations to them on a great season. Like we said, they're going to finish 8-4, getting to the sectional final for the very first time in the history of that program, which started in 2002. So hats off to them. They should be very proud. Hold your heads up high. You played Phillipsburg great tonight, and that is the ball game as they will finish this one off. 14 seconds, but how about the Phillipsburg Stateliners? They are, for the second year in a row, North 2, Group 2 state champions, sectional champs. We'll wait for the trophy ceremony, so we'll hang out here for a little bit. But TJ, how about the Phillipsburg Stateliners 2 years in a row, sectional champs, and really that first quarter, I want to say the pooch onside recovery, that was the game, really.
It's so much to even talk, the layers of that play alone, insane. And if you're a Group 4 team, watch out. This team has an attitude, and they run the football really well, and they play darn good defense like they did tonight.
And they will take on Ramapo right back here next Friday night for the North Jersey Group 4 Championship, the Group 4 semifinal. And then if they win that, they'll go to the state final. But, of course, they will have Easton on Thanksgiving night. But we will hang here. We have the trophy presentation. We'll check it out. As you look at the long line, you see, we talked about tradition and history here at Phillipsburg. And look at these kids. Look at how many football players. It's just amazing. The line doesn't end, TJ.
What an environment. And we appreciate the hospitality that we've had at Phillipsburg. I think Joel and I would like to be back here next week, so we'll see how everything shakes out.
Again, if NJ.com wants this game, they have it. But then if they don't, we'll be here. So hopefully, we'll see. We'll be somewhere next week, and they stand to your left, and I guess they won't have a trophy ceremony here. So why don't we do this? We'll wrap it up. Tradition here at Phillipsburg High School. Final score, once again, 41-21, Phillipsburg over Montgomery. For everybody here, TJ, really quick, any last words on this game?
Anthony and George, our producers, great job tonight, guys, giving us the replays, everything that we needed. Joel, always a pleasure working with you. I'm excited about next week.
For everybody here at Big State Sports, Anthony Polk producing, George White on camera, my partner TJ Vernieri, I'm Joel Kanya. Have a great night, everybody.
See you, Harry.
Third and 5. Man in motion. Handoff, Deck. Or does he get out? He does get outside and has a lot of room. Here they go. Phillipsburg, and he trips up and he falls. And that was tapped him there.
They should feel really good about that drive. Played some wrinkles of cover 0. some single high, some cover one. I would expect to see more of that tonight.
From the 1 yard line, Montgomery with a great run back across the 35 to the 37.
Obviously, but it forces teams on offense, right? Hey, if I have a free access throw, you still have a lot of ground to make up for if you run a shorter route. So things for the Montgomery offense to consider as they progress in this game. Fake.
They're going to fake it. This is McFadden, where he keeps the football, and he gets the first down for Montgomery.
What a guts in that call right there.
So a first down for Montgomery at the 35-yard line. Christensen in a shotgun. Christensen looking. He's going to go deep.
He's open.
Why not? Wide open.
Touchdown.
It is a touchdown.
Quarterback can throw you open. Great job there by Christensen and the Montgomery offense. Muddle huddle right here.
How about that start for Montgomery?
What a start.
What a catch. What a throw.
They're going to get it.
They're going to go for two, and Christensen is in. And how about that? Maloney Stadium in Phillipsburg. Third down. Bracco back to pass. He's going to throw, and he completes it. Gets a big hit.
What a grab.
First down out to the 29-yard line. And a good grab by Blacknall.
What a catch.
Bench. That's how many players they have in this program. It
Absolutely
is
incredible.
Really incredible, this tradition and program here. Back to pass. They throw it. It's complete. And there he goes. The 30, the 20, the 10, and a touchdown. Shane Moore.
On the left, so defenses really have to communicate that, and it puts a ton of stress right on all of your players getting those calls in.
And they will go for two. Is this a wildcat again?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and Deck will take it up the middle into the end zone. 2-point conversion with his first touchdown of the season. How about that? That was his second reception of the season.
Wow. And again, really efficient play. Great design.
Little pooch kick for Phillipsburg, and they're going to get the football, will they?
They got
yes,
it.
They do. A recovery. Head coach Frank Duffy. I mean, just terrific.
Second and goal from the one.
Second and goal from the one for Phillipsburg.
Here's full house again. Looks like tackle over right now.
And off Deck, right side. Does he get in? Touchdown. Sam Deck. They got the play clocks here at Phillipsburg. That went down to 4. Rolling right. Bracco throws, completes it across the 30. And a nice grab there for the state line.
I've been really impressed with the Montgomery defense and the Phillipsburg offense in their design tonight.
3rd and 5. Shotgun for Bracco. Throws near side. Complete. Very close to the first down. They're going to be a yard shy.
That's a huge tackle. Wide, those isolation throws are really easy to complete because there's so much space. 4th and 1 here. Crunch time. Powered by Top Mental Game right now. They're going to fake it. Bracco gets it, and he has a lot of room in front of him into Montgomery territory. Really a stone throw from Easton, the city of Easton, Pennsylvania. And a great story about Phillipsburg. And almost picked, or was it picked? Was that an interception? And they're going to call that a few different places.
Lycoming, right?
Lycoming, yes.
3rd and 9. It just tells you your great experience. I love it. Back to pass. Throwing deep. Bracco. It is intercepted.
Wow.
Oregon, stop that drive.
Absolutely, and that's something they needed at the perfect time. Again, perfect timing for them right now.
That drive started from their own 5-yard line, so Phillipsburg held on to that ball a long time. And a hit, big time, in the end zone, and that's going to be a safe. Montgomery will, so Phillipsburg is going to get the football right back after getting 2 on the board. And here is Sean Deck trying to get outside. Good little run back by Deck.
Oh, wow.
Cut back up the middle, finally brought down into Montgomery territory. How about that talent?
Yeah, the return.
It's a huge tradition for both these cities from across the river of each other.
Don't be surprised if it's a fake.
4th and 5. It is a fake. Deck gets it, still on his feet, still in bounds.
Wow.
Down to the 15-yard line. Sam
have to start thinking about a timeout maybe right here.
They have 2 remaining. Are they going to down it?
Looks like they'll call play.
Back to pass. Bracco under pressure. Gets away. The other side. Jumps in the end zone. And a touchdown.
Tradition and how they've done such a great job sustaining success over the course of their years.
18 finals berths, 9 titles. They're number 12 in the state of New Jersey. And hit hard is McFadden at at the 35-yard line. Let's see that again. That talented Xavier Harrigan. He's a junior. He's 5'8", 150. Very athletic.
Love watching Xavier Harrigan.
Shotgun for Montgomery. Little pitch. Far side. This is Caden Miller. And he stepped out of bounds. Territory if you're Montgomery. As up to the center is Christensen, the quarterback. Back. He's going to pass the football under pressure. Ducks away. Throws. An incomplete pass down at the 30-yard line. Looking for
a run.
Christensen, little screen. Harrigan nowhere to go. Wrapped up. Great tackling by the Stateliners. Mike Bracco brings them down.
Yeah, especially when you go against that or even McFadden.
McFadden comes near side. Now goes back out. Christensen under pressure again. Christensen, Eddie Lee all over.
He's open.
Has a man open inside the 20.
Flag.
And he's brought down inside the 15. You have your
you can read Clark Kent.
Clark Kent.
You can see that.
My Clark Kent look-alike with his picture on his call sheet. He has Clark Kent in black and white tonight. And here's Wargo bouncing it outside. A flag is thrown. That might come back.
Probably coming back.
Because I need it really blown up. First down for Phillipsburg. Deck with a lot of speed out of the backfield. Spins. And Montgomery trying to bring him down. Finally brought down inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. I love it.
Whatever refreshment you're feeling on a Sunday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, I hope you enjoy it and think about us calling games together.
Wargo up the gut. Look at him drag that pile inside the 5 to the 1-yard line and a 1st and goal.
On the second level, right? You're an offensive lineman, you see a guy with the ball, go push the pile. There's no penalty against that.
This drive started at their own 11-yard line.
Incredible.
Don't forget.
Sustained drive, full house again. Here's the dive again.
1st and goal. Diving into the end zone is Deck. Touchdown. Phillips. Iron Peak Sports and Events. Little screen over the middle. This Miller gets hammered, but it gets the first down at midfield. Hammered by Jason Blacknall. The last 31 points in this game. They were trailing 8-3 at one point. Christensen throwing, has a man, completes. Nice job by the receiver. There you see the score heading to the 4th quarter. 2nd and 15 for Montgomery in Phillipsburg territory. Joel Kanya and Memphis Showboats tight ends wide receiver coach TJ Vernieri with you on Big State Sports. How about that pass? And how about Mr.
Phillipsburg has a plan for that formation. They're probably bringing 5 to 6. Probably playing cover 1. It's been really tough for Montgomery to get that going.
Trips near side for Montgomery, a 4th and 6. Here we go. Christensen throws, completes it, backing into the first down inside the 5-yard line. And I believe that was overtime up in Ramapo in Bergen County. Carry, again, the quarterback keeps it. Christensen, nothing there. And that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Yes, sometimes, again, when you invite more people into the box, you create more problems for yourself. Good idea. They scored previously. I'm excited to see this right now.
Muddle huddle, back to pass. Christensen looking, throwing, incomplete. No flags. And Phillipsburg, no, there is a flag down. Check that, a flag down. Offside, 4th and goal from the 1. There's the muddle huddle again. How about that?
And you can't tell the levels of the receivers, but the center might be eligible if he's the end man on the line of scrimmage.
And a little pitch to Miller into the end zone and a touchdown. That's a passing touchdown.
Yeah. Hospitable to us last week, so shout out to those guys. Thank you for hosting us.
Madison Shabazz going on right now. Section of, how about Kinnelon Butler on
Surprise
the blue field?
onside, they got it.
Did they get it? Yes, they did. Montgomery recovers.
Huge play.
Ramapo or Northern Highlands. And Harrington off his fingertips, intercepted for Phillipsburg. And here goes Mike Bracco, the 30. Can he get there? And he is finally brought down by Christensen.
Have the t-shirt, to have the camaraderie, obviously get a shout out on our social media, so it's great calling games in Big State Sports, and I know the players that we see are inspired to be a part of it.
It's a Wildcat again. Look at the moves by Deck, and gang tackled inside the 5-yard line. And by the way, 752 wins in this program's career in the 120 years of this program. 752, looking for 753, into the end zone, and a touchdown for Pooch.
I had no time to say hello to you. Hey, Joel,
nothing.
how you doing?
Here's Trey McFadden, one of the solid seniors. Look at his athleticism from McFadden. Turns the corner near side. Gets across the 50 into Peaburg territory. Nice little play.
Surprise pooch onside, however you want to call a lot going on.
That changed it all.
It starts there. It starts with rhythm.
Christensen in the slot. Catch. Great grab. Run inside the 5-yard line. And
so, again, 2 high structures. You go to that number 2 receiver. That's what it looked like they hit right there on Trey McFadden.
See why he had over 60 catches this year.
Certainly.
First and goal at the 4. Quick pass near side. Harrigan gets into the end zone and a touchdown for Montgomery.